right.
That guy.
So,
Looks like my old roommate.
what you do, if you guys just
like
the top
Jojo.
left, if you click the little person icon, the silhouette of the person in the top left again, then you should be able to move the cursor over him. Just double click on it, and it'll bring up the merchant screen.
Oh, neat! This is so cool.
I didn't give you guys the individual gold each, so let me do that real quick so that you have enough that you can just buy it straight from there.
Does this actually take it straight off of our gold too?
Yep. Yeah, it'll take it straight out of there and automatically add it to your inventory, all that stuff.
I gotta make one of these for a fucking game for like the next time you guys go to a shop.
It is pretty handy. Like
So
you
much
can
more
do
handy.
it with like a generic one, and then just change the picture or something like that if you needed to. But yeah, it does make it pretty easy. All right, so each of you have 200 gold in your inventory now. So the list there, I'm going to point out something real quick. When you're looking at the inventory list, you'll see how much stuff costs, right? It shows the battle axes, 450 gold and everything. The number that's to the left of that, that's a little bit grayed out and very, very small, that number is how many attack dice it has or how many defense dice it has in the, for example, the shield has 1 defense die. So you already start with 2. All of you have 2 defense dice just from, basically your ability to try to dodge a hit. But if you were to also use a shield, which by the way, Justin, you can't use, the wizard can't use like most of this stuff. You could use the staff, which you start with a dagger, by the way. You can throw a dagger, which so it does have its own benefits too. But for example, the staff you can use to attack diagonally, but it has the same attack power as the dagger does. So not a huge difference for you. But anyway, for example, the shield, for the rest of you, the wizard's the only one that can't use a shield, that would add 1 to your defense dice, so you'd have a slightly better chance of avoiding hits. You all have very limited hit points, by the way, so keep that in mind. Like, you probably have between 4 and 6. I think the dwarf has 7. So you can't take very many hits. Potions of healing would be super useful. The dwarf, by the way, can disarm traps, so that is great. But if any of the rest of you find a trap, you either have to wait for Leah to get to the trap to disarm it for you, or you need to buy the toolkit, which you don't have enough money for right now.
Okay, so we can't disarm traps yet.
Except for Leah. Leah can do it for sure, and she has a much better chance than doing it than even if you had the toolkit. In fact, I think in the future I'll probably reduce the cost of the toolkit so you can buy it from the start. But anyway.
So Leah, you got to check for traps in every room if there's no monsters. You gotta.
Well, I mean, you guys. Okay, keep in mind that it takes your action anyway.
Disarm it.
Yes,
That's
so
right.
it'd be better for one of you guys to find it and then let her disarm it so it doesn't waste her action. I did change the price on the toolkit. I think 200's better just so that you can buy it from the start if you wanted to. But, potion, basically your options then are pretty limited. A helmet, a shield, potion of healing, toolkit, short sword you all already have better than. You could buy multiple daggers for throwing if you wanted to. Also, keep in mind, you can and likely should in some cases at least save your money too. Because after the next, after you finish the first quest, then you'll have more money and you could buy some more things then.
Now, the potion of healing, is it a bonus action to use it, or is it an action?
So, there is no such thing as bonus actions. It's just actions, but things like casting spells and using potions and opening doors and stuff like that, those are all free. Those don't take your action at all. And on top of that, actually, good question there, Becky, because if you're about to die, you literally just took your last hit point. If you have a spell that will heal you or a potion that you can use it right then and save yourself.
I like this. This is like D&D light.
That's exactly literally what I said when I was telling Ben and Becky about it too. Is that this totally plays like a just a dungeon crawling portion of D&D with very minimal setup requirements. So basically, if we have somebody that can't make it one night, I can easily throw the next level of this together in 5 minutes and be ready to go. Like no prep involved, nothing.
What constitutes an action?
There's basically 6 total actions. If you guys can still see where it says HeroQuest in the top left, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, if you click back over there and then go to how to play, I think you'll need to click the flag on the left again and then go to how to play. At the bottom of that, you'll see actions your hero may perform on their turn. It's basically attack, which pretty self-explanatory. Cast a spell that certain spells you could just cast as essentially what would be like a reaction, so some spells don't need an actual action to do. Search for treasure, search for secret doors, search for traps, or disarm a trap.
So I spent all of that time trying to click the flag, of which it's not allowing me to click. So just repeat those so I can write them down real fast.
What is it? Okay, so you click the flag and then nothing happens, or what?
It's just not letting me click the flag.
Okay.
But I can just write them down real fast.
All right. Well, it's basically attack,
Okay.
cast a spell,
Okay.
search for treasure,
Okay.
search for secret doors,
Okay.
search for traps,
Perfect.
and then the last one is disarm a trap, which you are by far the best at. You have a
We need you, people.
93%, a 93% chance to succeed. Everybody else at best gets a 66% chance, I think it is.
Okay. I will take on that task.
And also, if you salvage the trap, or if you disarm the trap, by the way, you also get a pieces, like parts, salvage parts from the trap that you can sell later on to make more money.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Any purchases to make that? I mean, you don't really need me to. You can actually just click stuff and it'll automatically do it for you.
I bought a potion of healing.
Okay.
I'm good.
I'm gonna buy a helmet.
Dude, it automatically adds to my inventory? This is so cool.
Yeah, you can literally just double click it, G, and it'll put it in your inventory for you.
Make sure you click buy item, not buy stack. I think stack sends them all to your...
Yeah, I think hopefully it would fail because you wouldn't have 10 times the cost of a helmet to do it.
It's the button on the far right, the one little $sign to click on. By the way, good Photoshop of just throwing that little guy in there.
Yeah, that guy is not part of that
floor.
image. Yeah, I had to kind of blur him a little bit to make him fit in and make him a sepia tone. Yeah, he's not even the same art style, but I thought it was close enough.
I kind of like it.
Ben, once you here, in fact, let me edit your defense dice here real quick so that it'll show.
All right, guys, don't worry. If anything gets close to me, I can stab it with my tiny little dagger here.
You're gonna be chopping ears throughout this thing too.
Did anyone choose barbarian at all? No one chose barbarian, huh?
Yeah, nobody chose barbarian.
Interesting.
Which honestly, barbarian is kind of the most boring one anyways. Like, it doesn't, like, the special ability for it is pretty cool, but apart from that, it is kind of boring. But it does have 12 hit points, which is like almost double the next closest one. I'll take care of it for you, G. 1 second. If I can find it, there it is. Yeah, you can do, like, with this thing, Justin, you can even set like inventory limits and everything. So if he's only got one of something or whatever, which does come up actually because there are artifacts, special like magic items that there's only one of, things like that. There's a lot of really cool things with the setup here for. All right, G, your armor class is now 3. So Ben, what I want you to do is at the bottom on your taskbar there. The third one in should say defense, right? It's a little shield icon. Ben?
Yeah.
All right, so that shield one, click and drag it off, and then right-click so that it disappears, so that the bar is emptied.
Okay.
So that slot's empty. Okay, and then click to the left of that hotbar. There's a little folder. Click the folder, and it'll pop up the list of macros.
Defense 2.
Defense 3 is the one you want now.
Defense 3.
Yeah, because yours is a little bit better. So drag defense 3 into that same slot. All I did for those guys is I just made macros that'll just roll the correct amount of dice for you there, so that you don't have to manually do it. And the dice roll things work just like we described earlier. In fact, you can see in the chat bar there that Ben rolled one skull on accident.
Does it auto take everything off? Does he really have to redo it?
No. What do you mean? Does it auto take off hit points? What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm just curious.
No. This is still the D&D rule system. It's not built to be able to support this, so I had to do a lot of adjusting to make it work for this. So this is still kind of a little bit in limbo. I'll improve it over time, but for now it's a functional state. So, all right, you guys ready to get started?
Let's do this.
All right.
Quick, this hidden dagger thing in my features.
Yep.
Is that just once a turn, or is that like?
Literally, so that's no, that one's actually even completely passive. Like, that one's really, really powerful. But what it does essentially is that anytime you are attacking, you get to treat those other rolls as it says. So I think it's when you're attacking, you treat black skulls or black shields as skulls, right?
It says if 2 black shields are rolled, you can make a free second attack.
Yeah, but before that, the one though, the other 2 are, well, they're all passive really. They all can just proc at any time.
Okay.
So yeah, they're. All right, so the first quest, let me find the notes for it real quick here. They are sequential quests that do get harder as you go along, but again, it is simple enough that even if somebody misses, one time we play here and the next time they don't play, if they miss a couple of games, it's not going to matter. If everybody has their own individual characters, you guys can, there's no like leveling up really to be too concerned about. I will probably put something in after we finish like a whole, bunch of quests or something, but I'm not worried about it being too difficult for somebody to jump in later on or something. All right, the first quest is here. I'm gonna go ahead and jump us into the beginning here. I'll have to put you guys on the map here too. So for a second here, it'll just be black. There's Akasha and Jesus Jones and Peepoo. And
Hey, Peepoo!
Hey, Ryloth.
What's up,
All right.
people? It's been a while.
Not much.
All right. The first quest, the text from it, this is actually from, literally from the book. I'm just going to keep these same ones, but it's, you have learned well, my friends. Now has come the time for your first trial. You must first enter the catacombs which contain Felmarg's tomb. You must seek out and destroy Varag, a foul gargoyle who hides in the catacombs. This quest is not easy, and you must work together in order to survive. This is your first step in the road to becoming true heroes. Tread carefully, my friends. So what this is going to be, as you guys can see, you should be just in a little room, and it's just, basically just like 12 squares, 16 squares total, and that's it, right? So just like we described, you will guys, basically you're, in D&D terms, you would all be in initiative order the entire time, so I've gone ahead and put you in the initiative. You guys should see the little pop-up carousel on the top left, right?
Yep.
Everybody's little icons. I'm going to go ahead and roll the initiative for you, and then the DM always goes last, which actually worked out because I rolled the lowest anyways. So this is the order you guys are going to go in, and it'll be... I should have started... That's fine, we'll go back. It'll be... The rogue will go first, which is Akasha. So you get to roll to move. You can move through characters. You cannot move through monsters. So keep that in mind.
Okay. What am I rolling?
If you just hit number 1 for movement, if you hit 1 on your...
Or you can check for traps.
Yeah. The stair room... Oh, okay. Let me. I didn't mention this too, by the way. In the rules, basically how it works, your goal is to go out, finish the mission, and then get back to the stairs. And if you make it back to the stairs alive, whoever makes it back to the stairs alive gets the reward for whatever the quest is. For example, it's a bunch of gold or whatever, right? Whatever the quest reward is. But you get to keep all the treasure and shit you find. You don't need to worry about experience points or anything like that. But your goal is to get out there, do the mission, and then get back safely.
Also, even though you showed us it was a big square, it's not actually a square, right? The squares can be moved around in different, it's not a big giant square, or is it a big giant square?
You mean you're referring to the whole map that you saw earlier? So it actually that literally okay. So the original board game. This was this is what the nostalgia part is for me and Ben, anyways. It literally is that. It was one giant cardboard folded in the middle, just like a Monopoly board. You would fold it open, and then all of those colored squares were rooms on the map, and you guys are just in one of them right now.
But we just might not know where the bad guy, the main guy, is.
That's it. You don't know where he is. You don't know where to go necessarily, and parts of it are blocked off. So every floor is different in that certain sections will be blocked off. Rooms won't be accessible. The doors will be in different places. The furniture will be in different places. The monsters in different places, etc. So each floor is treated as if it's a totally different place. It just uses the same game board like Monopoly does or whatever else. Does that make sense?
And I get my spells back after each
quest.
delve.
Yeah. You get all your quests back after each quest. Yeah.
Awesome possum.
Okay, now do I have to roll for movement before I check for traps, or after?
No. Yeah, you can act and then move. You can move and then act, whatever. I will tell you that the stair room is always empty and safe.
Okay.
Not if you run back in there. Monsters can follow you back in, but otherwise they. And hang on, I think the rogue also gets more movement, don't they? Yeah, the rogue gets 3 dice. So I should have edited yours for that, Becky. You actually get another die as well. The rogue is the only one that gets 3 dice. So go ahead and roll another d6. You can just do it in the normal way. Let me turn the volume on this one down a little bit.
Thank you. So what does this mean? She gets to roll
13
or move 13?
Yep.
But she has to use an action to open the door.
No, opening door, restricting potions, all that stuff is totally free. The only things that cost actions are those 6 things.
Cool.
That Leah wrote down. And you can move through heroes, Becky, so you can go ahead and move yourself to the door. That's
Jenkins
3.
is shit.
Yeah, I gotta zoom out here. Can't see anything. shit. Weird. Okay. Right or left, guys? Looks like there's a door right and a corner left.
I don't give a shit. You
Uh-oh.
choose.
We just lost Leah.
Alright, I'm gonna go check out this door.
She's like in the other room. How did we lose Leah?
7, 8. Now, if I check this door for traps, I cannot move anymore, correct?
Now, out of curiosity,
Mm-hmm.
is this like D&D where if she sees something, we don't know that she saw something?
No, you guys can totally tell each other. Yeah, you.
Okay, like if
you
we
have
were playing
just
the game, we'd be like, oh, shit!
assume that you're all talking on Rocky Talkies or that you're psychic or something. Yes, Becky, if you stop there to take an action of any sort, then yes, that is the end of your turn once the action's completed.
Great, I'm gonna check this door for traps.
Okay. There
Do
are
you check
none.
a door or do you check a whole room? Or are they the same
Really,
thing?
you would just check for traps in the general area. Basically, it would be the squares around you, and then if you were inside the one other thing too. Anytime you're searching for treasure, traps, or secret doors, any of the searching things, when you're inside of a room, you don't move yourself around the room. You can literally be in the first square of the room, and it'll search the entire room. You don't need to move at all. And in fact, you're not supposed to for the actual movement. You would still need to roll to move further. But you check for traps there. There are none in your vicinity.
Sweet. Well, then that's my turn.
Okay. Then next, go ahead and click the little next arrow. You guys see the carousel on
Did
the
we
top
lose
left that show
Peepu?
the... No, she's back.
Okay.
Next turn.
Okay, now it is Peepoo's turn.
All right, Peepoo.
I did lose you guys, right?
You did,
you're
but
back.
Okay, I was wondering why it got so quiet.
Yep.
It was just the thumping music. It was intense.
Yeah, it's just that you just dropped that in Discord for a second. All right, 7 movement.
Yes.
So you can move yourself 7 squares and then take your action, or you can take your action first. Doesn't matter. This room is safe though.
I don't think I have control of my person yet.
Use
should
the
be able
arrow
to-
keys, maybe?
You should be able to click yourself and then use the arrow keys to move.
I'm trying that. It's not working.
You have ownership.
It does only
Let me
say
double check it.
Leah in the bottom right as opposed to having...
Oh
a
yeah,
picture
yeah.
of
So
the
you gotta go down there and click the.
There we go.
Okay. And Ben needs to do the same thing.
Do what?
You
Okay.
can't. Was that 7? Okay. So Leah and Ben, both of you, right-click your name in the bottom left corner, and then go to Player Configuration, and then in the list of the characters that it shows there, click on the one that is your copy of it. There you go. Actually, Leah, you clicked on the one that says Dwarf, so do it again, but this time click the one that says Peepoo.
Peepoo!
And Ben is Jesus.
Jesus.
All right.
Release you, dwarf.
So
That
you
if
can
you're-
use your... If
Yeah.
you want, you can use your action to search for treasure in this room as well.
It would only be this area of the corridor, but yeah, you could use
If
any
you
of the
Becky already looked for traps.
Traps.
Okay, then I can look for treasure.
Okay. There are none in that hallway right there where you're at.
What?
Sorry.
This game's bullshit.
you're 2 feet out the door. You think you're gonna find a treasure chest?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
All right, hit the next arrow. In the carousel at the top, you can just click the little arrow. Well, the single arrow. There you go. All right, that is Ben.
There we go. I might roll that twice on accident.
Nope, only once it showed
You're
up.
good.
Okay.
Space at the same time.
I'm going this way.
All right. Actions.
Yeah, I'm going to, just in case, look for traps over in this corner. Or was already covered by, I think. Becky.
No, it's only basically it's yourself and then 2 squares from you in all directions except for rooms which cover the whole thing. So it would be basically, where Becky searched for traps would cover her, the square that Leah's on, and the squares on both sides of them, and one more.
It's not the whole room?
Well, for a corridor, it's only that area around you. It's basically 2 squares in all directions around you. Inside of a room, it covers the entire room. You're not in a room right now. You're in the corridors. But there are none right where you're at, G.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Hit the next arrow. Oh. Yeah, hit the next arrow and we'll go over to Justin.
Oops, I did roll it twice on accident.
Here, I'll hit it
and
for
same
you.
thing.
All right, go ahead.
Ding, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm gonna do it, and I don't see any bad guys. I'm guessing.
Correct, you don't.
In this, so I am going to search for. Yeah, I know. I'm like-
I may have forgotten something there.
It's okay. Nothing. No, nothing, guys. It's
But
nothing.
correct, where you're at, you do not see
I am
anything.
going to search for traps.
Yeah, nothing.
Okay. And I'll click the arrow because that's still right. Just an action and movement.
Yep, that's it. All right. Let's see. Let's say that there's. So I will tell you guys that monsters can't open doors. So, well, okay. Here's the thing. Once you've opened a door, you can't close it. So you can't open it and see the monsters and close the door. But once you've opened it, the monsters see you, and then they can leave a room. But otherwise, they won't leave rooms to come after you. At least not in the first quests, anyways. I think that maybe that changed later. I don't know.
You're really making me not want to open this door now.
I mean, you could generally assume that there's something in almost all the rooms. Like that, the game is too small to have a bunch of empty rooms, and except in maybe special cases or something. But let's see. What is this movement there? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, they've made it far enough. A tiny little goblin was around the corner there from Akasha the Rogue and is going to rush at you. His attack is only 2. He got a skull, 1 skull, Becky, so you need to defend against 1 skull. You have 2 defense dice, so if you click your your shield, little defense icon, you need to roll at least 1 white shield.
I'll leave for 30 seconds to just fucking shit up.
Okay, I do have a white shield.
Yep, you did. So you blocked he would have hit you once, but you were able to block it, and that is it for his turn. And I don't have any other monsters to move that I'm going to move at this time, so we come back to Akasha.
Great. So I'm just going to attack this guy.
Okay. Click your attack button. For you, it's a short sword. I think for all of you, it's a short sword, actually. Yeah.
Alright, so
Justin's a dagger, actually.
I've got. Isn't there a way in here in Foundry to where when other people view areas that we get to also see those viewed areas, like a shared fog of war, or no?
nope.
There is probably an add-on that would do that. I'm not sure. You already wrote it the first time anyways. You get the same thing both times. But you got a single skull. Let me roll his defense real quick, which is only 1 defense. And you got a white shield, which is not successful for him. He only has 1 hit point. You kill the goblin.
Yay.
Yeah, good job.
Way to go.
Glad I could help.
Remember, opening doors is a free action, and you still have your movement, but it was your action to attack that goblin. So,
Fuck it, I'm gonna open it anyway. Ah,
Okay.
shit.
there are 2 orcs inside and a table and a bookshelf. It looks like. Are you gonna move?
Should
You don't have to go in the room. You can't close the door, but you can still move.
Knew it. Should have just.
You always run back. Do bad guys have intelligence in this game? Like, would they be able to let other guys know, or do we just assume that all the bad guys kind of know that we're here? And
All the bad guys in the game are technically supposed to be being controlled by one person, who is literally the DM. So they're all psychic the same way that all the players are psychic.
Got it.
essentially.
Cool.
Alright, so I'm just gonna stand there and be like, "There's 2 big guys in there," and just wait for them to come out, I guess.
Okay, you have 12 movement, and you're gonna
You're
move
not gonna
3?
move? Get the fuck out!
I feel like I've been.
We'll
set
draw
up.
them into a trap.
Yeah, really. She's abandoning Leah at the door.
Here's some monsters. See ya.
Alright, I'm going to the corner. I will stay there.
Well, you run
Alright.
too, Leah. You can attack and then run.
Yeah, there's no opportunity attacks or anything like
No,
that.
yeah,
so,
you don't have to worry about that shit.
Yeah. All right, that if your turn.
Yep.
Okay, hit the next arrow.
Nope.
And then it would be Leah.
I don't
Remember,
quite know
Leah.
this.
What?
What?
I was gonna say you can do an action, then movement, or movement, then action, but you have to do you can't do split it in half.
So you can move 7. Yeah, you can move 7 squares, but if you move into the room, because she told you there's 2 orcs in there, you know that there's 2 orcs in there. So if you were to walk in the room and then attack them, that'll be the end of your turn.
That would be the end of my life.
Orcs are a little bit stronger than goblins, but
I
not
think
by
it's
a whole
funny
lot.
that I'm around the corner and on my map, I'm just like, sure, everything's fine.
Yeah, I
We
probably.
can go through the door and you guys just walk the other way.
I wonder if
I
I
wasn't
turned on
going to go
global
that far. I
illumination.
just want to go see what's over here.
Uh,
Well, here, we don't have to test it now. You can test it later.
That's
Because I don't
what-
want us to like the illumination settings. so I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
wanna
I'm not going
do
to
the
change it
map.
right now. Yeah.
well, if
I don't
I
wanna risk
go
breaking.
in there, then don't I have to look for traps before I can enter the
don't have to.
room?
No.
You can, but you don't have to.
Well, am I gonna
You can
get stuck in
also-
a trap while getting beat up by 2 dudes?
So
You
like you
could.
could do this
I'll-
too. Like you could check for traps right now.
But it
well,
would
I don't
end your
know where
turn
you
there at the
are.
door. So hang on.
Mm,
Yeah, you would end your turn there at the door. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that this is being the like intro starter quest. There aren't very many traps and stuff like that. It's a very simple like tutorial level essentially from the book. There are not traps in this room, but yes, theoretically you could walk into the room and then get stuck in a trap and have both of the monsters there still able to attack you. I'm going to go ahead and tell you though that there aren't any right now to worry about.
Okay. I'm just gonna go in and fight them because I don't know how to do that and I need to learn.
Okay. All right. So that
Terrible.
was 1. So you have 6 more squares.
Bam.
Okay.
Wait, can I fight them at the same time?
You can attack make one attack basically, so you can only fight one of them at a time. Yeah,
then I
okay,
only
that
wanna
would
be
be that would be
defensive.
that would be a more tactically advantageous spot. So
I'm
Alright.
used to kelp.
try to flurry kick everybody. Do the attack for that is still the short sword, so it'll be I think it's the number 2 on your bar. Will be a short sword attack. All right, so no skulls were rolled, which means you didn't hit anything.
Oh crap! Okay.
So that is it for your turn then, which jumps us over to Ben.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
What? No.
What's happening? I can't see anything.
Nothing. You're fine. Everything's fine.
You guys are on your own.
All right,
This is a cooperative game,
Oops,
right?
Go back. All right.
This is a cooperative game, right?
Ben, it is. It's completely co-op. You probably generally this is tutorial level. Generally, you'd probably want to stick together for the most part, so
Sure.
that you can heal each other or help each other with fights and so on, or at least in rooms nearby, so you can help each other out or whatever the case is. Go north 1 more square, G.
If you just ran into a trap, it's what you deserve.
He did. Yeah, he totally did. It is a spear trap, which trap triggered is roll 1 combat dodgy. You rolled a skull. All right, you running down the hallway, not paying too much attention. A spear jabs out from the wall, hitting you in the shoulder. You take 1 body point of damage.
Man, I wish someone would have known that.
I didn't have that one hidden when Justin came around the corner, but he searched and he was too far away. He didn't have enough movement to get closer, so I hit it, but he had already seen it. So, but that would have been meta knowledge anyway. So Ben, you take 1 body point of damage, and that's the end of your turn.
Okay.
Which jumps us over to Justin.
How do you set up the traps in the real game? Like when you're playing the real game, does the DM just remember where they are?
You know what's funny is so the tile in the room that you guys started where it showed the stairs there.
Yeah.
You kind of I actually left it looking like bad on purpose because in the original game it's literally the cardboard fold out, right? And you have all these little cardboard tiles that you just put on the actual squares of the map. So kind of like you'd have like a little these little plastic tokens, same idea, except they're little cardboard cutouts that you just put on top of it.
Yeah.
So I left it looking like chunky and wrong, like not fitting the lines and corners and stuff, because that's how it looked in the real game.
Yeah.
So literally, you would just drop a little piece of little cardboard cutout on the squares that it was supposed to be for the trap or for where a door is and things like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was cool.
What year did this come out? Because there's a bunch of different versions.
The original one was '89, I think.
Yeah.
Is that
Ben
the
and
one you
I-
guys played as kids?
Yeah, but we did. I mean, it was probably like 92, 93 or something for us, G.
Yeah, probably.
I'm looking
somewhere
at
around
the
there.
photos of
All right,
it.
so I can't see on my map. I'm gonna roll for movement to determine my next move. How far away are you guys, like on the map?
They're the next room over. They didn't go very far.
All right, I only rolled 6. All right, so I'm gonna move my guy just to. I remember he was right there, but
Well, it's okay. So Justin, do you see the shadow that's left behind?
Yeah, so I know where I was.
Yeah, that's exactly what that's for.
Okay, so they're just right there. Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna come right back here. And who's right in front of me?
Becky is down the way from you, and then Leah's inside the room that's to your left, ahead of you.
Okay. Then I am going to, I guess, search for treasure.
There is no treasure in the. Actually, hang on. There is a chance for it. It's very low, but there is a chance for treasure here.
Really?
It is it's a D20 technically. Let me see if I can give you guys access to the roll table. You guys shouldn't be able to see what is on the roll table is the thing. So I think I need to be able to. Well, I need to be able to let you guys roll, but I just made it 20 to make it simple. So go ahead and roll a D20.
Okay.
And then if it's anything, 14. Well, you may have gotten a little bit lucky there. 14 is a box of jewels.
Box of jewels!
That boot there on the ground, sitting underneath it, apparently they had tripped over it and not noticed it, is a small box of jewels. I think it's worth like 35 gold if I remember it. Let me find it again.
Jackpot. Do I just...
I'll drop it in your inventory for you.
Neat. Everyone's okay, right? I found some jewels in a fucking shoe.
All right, Tor.
Yeah, really.
I just did it because I couldn't do anything else. This is where I'm at. So, yeah, you're back up to the rogue.
All right. It's actually my turn now. I'm
go.
between them all. All right, so you got the box of jewels in your inventory now. Anything you guys loot, especially if it's worth money, you can sell it at the end of the quest between missions before the next one, buy more gear and so on. All right. For me, there's nobody that I need to move right now. So back to the rogue.
Alrighty, well, let's roll some movement.
Wait, did Leah not get attacked?
Oh shit! Sorry, I forgot they were in there. Hang on.
Then
I'm like, fuck.
I'm gonna come in your room and smack you.
All right. The two orcs in there. The first one got 1 skull. Leah, go ahead and roll your defense, which is 2. So, by the way, also you can just click the shield, but those numbers that are on the right, the 1, 2, 3, 4 that I put on all your guys' bars, those do the exact same thing. So if you know what the number is, you can just click the number.
You got a shield.
Okay, but you got 1 shield, so the first orc does not hurt you. The second one is going to run down and try to attack you as well. He also is 3 dice. Another shield, so roll defense again. And that one does hit. So that one, it's only a single. It's always
short, so I ducked.
Well, you ducked the first one, but not the second one. It's always 1 point of damage, except for certain spells. Spells can do more damage, and certain bosses and things like that. But in general, it's always just 1 point of damage for skull. All right, that is it for my turn, though. So that brings us to the rogue.
Great. So I already got a 13. So... Is that an orc right in front of me?
Yep. There's 2 orcs in there.
Sweet. Then we're just gonna hit this guy right in front of me.
Okay.
Is that the same room that Kelp's in?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Maybe you're hearing dwarf cries in there. Oh, I didn't see your roll there, Becky. Okay, 1 hit, and he has 2 defense dice. No defense. All right, so that does hit. And he had 1 hit point, so he's dead.
That's right. They have to get the
black shields. Yep.
That's right.
You killed that one.
Sweet. Well, that's the end of my turn, because
Yep.
I didn't action a movement. So.
Yep. All right, so that brings us to the dwarf. 1 orc left.
All right, let's take out this orc. Oh wait, I got to roll for my movement.
Oh, you don't. You can attack first and then move if you wanted.
Yeah.
Okay,
so you can just do one or the other. Yeah.
Okay, I will attack.
Okay. 1 skull. All right, and he has 2 defense. Do you guys see the little tooltips on them, by the way?
Nothing. You
nope,
killed him.
Did not. He's dead too. When you mouse over each other, do you guys see the little pop-ups for the tooltips for the stats?
Yeah.
Do you see those when you mouse over the monsters, or no?
There's no monsters to mouse over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Movement, Leah. You got 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna. So my action was fighting them.
Yep, your action was to attack him, exactly. So you can still
Dang
move
it.
your 3, but say for example that you want to check the next room over to that door there, you could
Yeah,
move
that's
up in
what I
front of the
wanted.
door You could move up in front of the door and then open it, but that will mean that if there's a monster in there, it could move to you and then attack you. If you just leave the door closed, you cannot do that because monsters can't open doors. So you could move up and just stay there and then wait for your next turn, in which case you could still move after, open the door and move afterwards if you wanted to.
You're kind of safe in that room, so we might be able to check that room for treasure or traps as well.
On your next turn if you wanted to, yeah. But either way, I mean, you rolled 3, so if you were planning to go into that next room, you might as well use that square right there, because that'll save you a square later on.
Okay, I'll sit right here since I can't look for treasure.
It'll come back around to you.
Yeah.
It's meant to be pretty quick, it's just that we're all, everybody's kind of learning still. It'll go a lot faster when everybody knows how to play, so. Alright, G, your turn.
Okay. I guess I'll be nice and go back with everybody else.
Well, you were trying to keep Ryloth alive.
Yeah.
Would you?
Alright,
do anything there?
That's it. No, that's it.
Okay. Alright. Then we come back to the wizard.
Not gonna check for. You can still check for.
You already checked in the corner. It's,
that's right.
I mean, depending on what you're checking for, but.
9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You can't stand. You can't end your turn on another player, but you can move through them and like open a door, for example. You don't. So one thing you don't need because it doesn't matter where you're at in a room to search for things. You search the entire room. It would be kind of pointless to keep going any further in that room. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but if I stay closer to this door, like if I use my full motion to go here, then the bad guy can't attack me unless he's right in front of me.
That guy can't move through the dwarf anyway, so it wouldn't matter.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go use my motion and go right here, and then I am going to search the room for treasure from action.
Okay.
Did anyone search for traps in this room?
Nope.
I'm gonna search for traps in this room.
Okay. You search for traps. There are none.
Damn it!
He already told us that.
I did already tell Leah that there were no traps in that room.
All right, if I wasn't paying attention.
But I wasn't going to help you because you got me attacked.
Yeah, that's my fault. All right, back to the rogue.
All right. Becky?
Oh, all right. I guess I'll search for treasure.
All right.
You're going to have to
roll
let
a
us
D20.
know, Ben, if anything's coming up in that hallway since we can't see it now.
He's on his own.
I'm gonna,
guys,
I'm gonna try to allow you guys to see this, but I think it's gonna let you see the treasure options too, which kind of sucks. But I want to at least test it. Justin, real quick, go to you're the other. You can see this real quick because you know a little bit about how Foundry works, anyways.
Okay.
Go to the roll table section, which is to the right of the book.
Yeah.
I just made it observer. Click on where it says treasure.
I do not know what I'm doing, actually. To the right of the...
Okay, so top right corner where your toolbars are?
Yeah.
To the one to the left of the music.
Yeah, so the treasure, 20.
Yeah, click that. And then do you see all the items listed there?
Yes.
Okay. I guess it doesn't matter too much. Nah, it's fine. Just go ahead and click the roll at the bottom. It's set to observer for everybody, so for at least for now, I might edit that later to make that not somehow. I don't know. Yeah, but for Becky, click roll. Well, not okay. Yeah, but Becky's the one that's actually searching for treasure right now. But that is how you would do it. So Becky, go ahead and click roll at the bottom right corner of that. We'll ignore the wandering monster spawn there.
So going where?
To the left of the. I'll make a macro for this, guys, to make it easier for you guys later on. To the left of the music icon.
Got that.
Click that. You'll see treasure listed there.
Got that.
And then there's a button that says roll at the bottom.
I like the randomized of it, the little like Jeopardy wheel.
Yeah, it does. It animates through when you click it.
What again? Really?
Yeah, the floor collapses from underneath you, and you take 1 body point of damage.
That sucks.
Down to 5. All right, that is it for your turn.
You got hurt looking for treasure?
Yes, he did.
How?
You have to roll.
Yeah. So
it just depends, because there's a chance that when you look for treasure, you might actually find a hidden monster or something like this. So
it's supposed to be that you make too much noise and the monster will wander in, but basically, yeah. So searching for treasure can have its own risks. In the game, how it works is it's literally a deck of cards, and you just shuffle them, and you just draw a random card, and one of them is monsters, and one of them are certain hazards and things like that. So it's separate from a regular trap.
Am I still in the room?
Yeah, you're still inside the room.
You're just in a basement now.
Now that's the end of your turn. As soon as that was the search.
Oh. so I can't move, even though.
Did you? So technically, you could have moved before it. So if you want to retcon it real quick, your action is to search, and your action would have ended your turn.
You can't do movement. You have to do movement before action. Sorry.
No. You can do it either direction, but specifically that floor collapse one, the actual card in the game says, suddenly the stone beneath your feet gives away, you fall into a shallow hole, losing 1 body point and ending your turn.
Yep, so that one, no.
Then, nope, I'm good.
Well, if you want to retcon, because again, where everybody's learning, it's okay. So if you want to move yourself first, it's fine.
Nope.
No, because I probably would have stayed there, so it's fine.
Okay. All right. Then that moves us over to Ben.
You skipped.
Yeah, isn't it, Leah?
Oh shit! Sorry. Oh, Becky must have. Becky clicked the button first. Sorry. Go ahead, Leah.
No worries. All right, so we've already looked for. Well, you looked for treasure and then you got hurt. Does that mean I can also look for treasure?
Okay, so yes. Now, technically, all players can do all of the searches in every single room. Each person can only do each kind of search once. So basically, Justin, if you search for treasure and you don't find anything, you can't search again for treasure. But everybody else can. So yes, Leah, you can.
Okay, I'm going to also do that.
Okay, so we already know there's no traps. Nobody searched for secret doors, but you can go ahead and search for treasure. So Leah, if you would, to the left of the music icon. Okay, you found it. Cool. And you found a sack of gold.
So,
and then I can move?
Yep. That was your action, but you can still move.
Okay. I'm going to open this door and find some more monsters.
Yep. In front of you is
Wait, I haven't opened it yet.
well...
I haven't opened it. I know there's going to be monsters. I can't go backwards because somebody's in the way.
No, you can walk through them. Yeah, you can walk through heroes. You just can't walk through monsters.
Yeah, you could like walk forward and then walk backwards if you want to.
I will tell you that, I mean, whether this next room is
them.
important or not, whether this room is important or not, it doesn't matter. But you basically, exploring the rooms is kind of the way the game works. Well, because you have to find the result of what you're aiming for, and you guys are trying to find a specific monster to kill.
All right, we're doing it. We're going in here.
Okay. Door open. There is a monster inside. It's a very big lizard man.
Monster inside. Okay.
The guy we're looking for.
The door is opened, but I don't have to walk in that room. So.
Correct.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to then leave. 2, 3.
That's only fair. Akasha
4.
did bail on you earlier, right?
All right.
Some
stay
weird shit.
Well, I was kind of hoping they'd come out and like split. But then she went in the room, so I was like, "Fuck! All right, let's go."
All right, you staying there, Leah? Okay.
Yeah, I think that's all I can move.
All right, then, well, don't click the arrow because it's actually already on Ben. So Ben, go ahead. I'm Ben. I'm gonna have like Ben. You're gonna need to click this yourself too for when you finish.
How far away from the door is the monster, Leah?
I think it was a couple spaces.
Times like this,
I honestly, I ran way too fast. I couldn't tell.
That if your turn, G?
I'm going to look for hidden doors.
There are none in your vicinity.
Okay.
Remind me of a vicinity.
Where's the button I did?
Yeah, it's the little first arrow. So I'm going to show you on your Actually, I think all of you guys can see it. But basically, Leah, it would be. I'm going to draw a circle on you real quick here.
It's 2 by 2.
It's this big. So do you see that circle I just drew?
Mm-hmm.
It would cover that whole radius, except for a room. It will cover an entire room, no matter where you are in the room, even if you're just barely inside the door. But it would cover a circle that big.
Okay, so just 2. Around.
Yeah, two squares away from you in all directions.
Cool.
Okay. All right, that brings us to Justin.
And there was only one monster in that room, right?
That I was told of.
Yes.
Well, did you see it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, there is only one in there.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to look at him and cast Tempest.
Okay, what's Tempest do?
A small whirlwind that envelops one monster of your choice. That monster will then lose its next turn.
Okay. Go ahead and click the spell, and then what you'll do as far as... Yeah, you can click the spell there, and then what you'll do, Justin, as far as to, mark off spells, is just uncheck it for the prepared thing on the right. It's a little blue sun, just uncheck it, and then it'll disappear. Okay. So he will not be able to move, or therefore attack you. And then if your turn.
Hold Hold on. None of my spells were prepared, so I got to go through and.
Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and click the arrow.
And my turn.
Okay.
Come kill this fucker. I just got him. He lost his next turn, guys.
And he can't act, and he's the only one that would be useful in this point. So we are back to the rogue. Normally, again, this is a tutorial level. There are normally a lot more monsters and traps and treasures and shit to deal with, but there aren't very many in hallways right now. So 10 squares, Leah or Becky.
Yeah. So, I need to look up myself first.
We gotta just all attack this fucker. You should have attacked him, Leah.
That is the hardest one you guys have seen so far.
Him.
Yeah, she had already spent her turn. So.
Oh, okay.
5.
If you can get around him to make sure someone else. If you have any more movement, you should get on like further away so anyone else can get behind him if they need to.
6, 7.
Perfect.
There you go. Okay.
Now we're playing smart.
Oh, 2 skulls. That's not 2 black skull or 2 black shields, but 2 skulls at least. His defense is 3. He blocked 1 of them, so he took 1 damage.
I thought he only uses the black shields to block.
Yeah, he got 1 black shield.
Oh.
It's the one on the right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The kind of fang-looking one. He has 2 hit points total, though, so he still has 1 hit point left.
Okay. Well, that's it for my turn.
Okay. Brings us to Becky, or to Leah.
This is crazy. I didn't know we could play a game without seeing each other's faces. I didn't know I'd be able to tell voices apart this easily.
I actually, for D&D, honestly, I kind of prefer it. It's weird, but it puts you more into the game, I think.
Becky, hit the next arrow. As the DM, it's certainly far less distracting.
Mm-hmm.
Becky, hit the next arrow.
Yeah, get in here and fuck this guy up.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I know.
There we go. Get him.
I'm laughing at the. I know.
2 shields.
2 shields. Nothing.
I'm useless.
Click the next arrow.
Get in here, Paladin.
I don't like the next arrow.
I mean, I could do it for you guys, but
Yes, yes.
all right.
I mean,
vote-
In that case,
we
if
could
that's
probably just remember.
well, I mean, really, yeah, it is all the same order, anyways. It's not really going to change, but it does move the little glowing
Yeah,
majiggy.
it moves
So.
the little glowing.
Oh,
yeah. And
I think it
So
froze
should
for
we
me,
take a
anyways.
vote on it? Who wants Jeremy to do it?
Alrighty, what are you doing?
Alright.
Poor Ben went the other direction and then rolled really shitty.
No!
He rolled really shitty to catch back up, so he's like been way behind the whole time, trying to catch up.
Damn it. Now,
He's got
because this
Bart,
door
so
is
he's staying in the hallway.
because this door is open, would that mean he wouldn't be able to? And there's a monster in this room. He wouldn't be able to check for treasure in this other room if he got in there, right? Or would that not count as being able to see this monster?
Which room do you mean? The yellow one or the red one?
The red one. So, like, if you were in the red one right now, could he check for treasure, or is this considered seeing the monster in that red room?
Well, where he is right, that square right there, he doesn't technically have proper view of the monster anyways. Yeah, so he still could.
I wasn't sure what the game rules were. Where if they're like, if there's a door between rooms that's open, there's monsters, it counts as being able to see them. Blah blah blah.
But the once treasure is found in a room, there isn't more to find.
Oh,
Yeah,
got it.
And you found the second. Leah found the second gold. Somebody
Leah
found
found
the
the
second
stack
gold.
of gold.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool.
What are you doing, G?
I'm going to then search this room for secret doors.
Okay. You search the room. There are none.
Okay.
All right. That brings us to Justin.
Let's see what else I got here.
The Fimir has 1 hit point left.
Yeah. Okay, so how far do spells last? They only go one square? They
No,
don't tell me,
as
like,
far
the
as
distance.
generally, it's if you can see them at all.
Yeah, okay, cool. Spell
Yeah.
can last any one monster. In that case, I am going to cast. Yeah, because I don't want him to fucking attack anybody. I'm gonna cast Fire of Wrath, and
Click the spell so that it pops up. Oh, you did for the Tempest. Okay.
basically they just need to roll a 5 or a 6, or they get hit.
Okay. He rolled a 6.
Motherfucker! That's some bullshit. All right,
That
I'm
probably needs to be down tuned a bit because if it only does 1 point of damage and they have a 33% chance of ignoring the 1 point. Yeah.
It does 1 point.
Yeah, I'll edit that
it's
one
my
later.
it's my lowest spell.
All right. But still only a 66% chance to do 1 point of damage, though. You have better odds literally with your dagger, although it's not at range, though, so that does make a difference.
I'm gonna go ahead and jump out this door with my 3 movement.
Okay.
And that is the end.
That brings us to me, and that means it is the Famir's turn, and he does get to attack this time because he's no longer tempested. He is going to attack the rogue.
You guys okay in that room?
1 skull.
Yep.
Becky, you'll need to roll your defense.
All right.
And I think, is it... Well, okay, never mind.
Got it.
No damage, and that pops us over to the rogue.
Sweet. So let's kill this guy.
1 hit, and he has 3 defense. No skull. He's dead. No black skulls.
Nice
Good job,
job.
guys. Don't forget to search the room for stuff.
We're good at killing.
I just did my action.
Yeah, that was our action.
Well, I'm just
But
saying.
Leah's up next.
I got this.
15 movement.
Holy shit! 15 movement. I guess we're figuring out what's in the next room.
Yep. 2, 4, 5, 6, and we're just gonna pop this baby open.
Okay.
It's a hallway.
It opens into a hallway, yeah, into a corridor.
Alright, that's it. I'm good. Oh.
You're not
You're not going to move any further?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I had what? 15?
Yep.
8. What is that?
Where?
Is that something on the floor? The little white thing to my right.
It's just like art. It's not anything.
I don't think the maps actually give us clues. as to
Correct,
what's
yeah,
there.
yeah.
They're just rando.
Becky, I'm going to make
I also throw my art on the floor.
Alright, I'm just gonna stay there so I can see what's coming from both directions.
All right. Becky, I'm making a new movement macro for you, so you'll see one in the macro list here in a second. Go ahead and change it to this one, and then you won't have to roll the 3 dice separately anymore.
Great.
Give it a second here. I'll walk you through it here in a second. That brings us to the dwarf. What you doing, Leah?
Did we already look for traps in this room?
No.
But you only hit a trap if you actually land on it, right?
As far as rooms are concerned, no. If you search the room or do... Basically, if you did walk over it and nobody had searched or anything, yes, then you would trigger it that way. But as far as what you're doing right now, if you were to try to search for treasure and there is a trap, you will trigger the trap. In any room.
Okay. Okay, then I'm going to search for the trap first.
Okay. You
And
search
you
for
can
traps.
disarm
And there is a spear trap on the wall.
Can I disarm it?
No. it's your action. You
Your
gotta wait.
action is to search. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Which is why
Fast-paced,
generally...
fast-paced game.
Yeah, it's intended to be, move, action, move, or, whatever order you want to do them in, but very, quick to get moved through. But again, it's just, everybody's still learning is all.
Okay, I get it. Well, then I'm going to keep going.
Okay. You did find it, by the way, so I'll put the token on the map, just so that everybody can see it. If I can find the tile. Right there.
And then you said that we go all the way around and come back up the stairs, so are we going to go through this room again later?
I don't mean it, I didn't mean that literally in that you need to go in a big loop all the way around, but you do go, you basically go finish the quest and then make your way back to the stairs. That's all you have to do.
Yeah, and this
Okay,
quest
so
is to
we can-
kill a bad guy. But some
Yeah.
quest might be to get someone out or to
Yeah,
clear the whole dungeon, things like that.
yeah, they get far
Okay,
more
so we
complicated. This is
can-
just a very simple one.
We can come back through and disarm and get that later.
Yeah, if you wanted to.
Okay, cool.
Or
Just
you
remember that
hang
if you're the one that disarms it, you get 25 gold out of it. If anybody else disarms it, there's no money to be had.
And we might not disarm it.
Correct. In fact, actually, nobody else can disarm it now that I think about it. Nobody else has
Yeah.
a toolkit.
Just
Say
wait.
what?
Just pause and then disarm it.
Yeah, I think I'll just do that.
Okay.
I'm done.
All right, then that brings us to Ben.
There's a trap in that room. So as far as traps go, is it just like if we step
Call
on a
me names.
specific...
Yeah, there's a certain square in each room,
Okay.
essentially, if there is a trap in the room. As long as you don't step on that square, then you won't trigger it unless you search for something without searching for traps.
you could disable that trap or... No, wait. you
He can't disarm it. Yeah, he doesn't have a toolkit.
So do we get to
Only
see...
one.
Do we get to kind of know which squares have already been stepped on, or is that
She... I mean, no, not really.
Okay,
It doesn't.
cool.
It doesn't point that out. But she did locate the trap, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'll put the icon on the map for you.
I can also tell you what's been stepped on if you come in here.
Yeah, I mean, if you've seen the room, that's kind of up to you guys to know. Where it is. I just darkened a square with red. That's where the trap is.
I was gonna say, because like if you're playing the game and you see a character move certain spaces, would then the rest of the group know, or is that like?
No, you'd really need to pay attention. Yeah, you'd have to be paying attention enough to notice it yourself.
Okay.
Gee, that door is open.
Okay.
I would just say, because if you can't, because like you can't see the other boards when the virtual version.
Yeah.
Compared to the normal one, I was just curious.
Yeah.
Now that the trap has been found, is it safe to search for treasure?
No.
The trap is found.
The trap has to be disarmed still. Yeah, the trap is located, but no, it's still unsprung currently. Ben hasn't gotten to do anything.
He's just ran up a hallway and back.
Literally just ran up a hallway.
Hey,
turned around,
for
had to
all
come back.
we know,
They did get hit by a trap. That's it.
Could have been right at the end there. We have no idea.
Yeah. Is that it, G? Is that as far as you can go?
I think I had 7, so I'm going to go there, and I'm going to look for hidden doors again.
Okay.
Is this a thing? Do you
there are
remember
no
this
hidden
being
doors
a very big, important thing?
Yeah, they're everywhere.
You know what?
Okay.
He's totally right. There are normally because this is tutorial level. There are no secret doors on this map. I'm just going to tell you guys that so that you don't waste turns doing that. But normally, basically, the rest of the time there's at least a couple, sometimes multiple, sometimes a lot on a level. There just aren't because this is a tutorial level. That's all.
Okay.
All right. That's it for Ben's turn. Then that brings us to Justin.
All right. Go ahead and GTFO. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And you can't stop on any of them, so you'd have to stop there.
Yep, I'm just gonna hang out here.
Okay. All right.
And yeah, that's it.
All right. I don't have anybody to move currently.
Well, I'll just search for traps since I
Sure.
traps.
Yeah, you guys haven't searched for traps in this hallway. There are none in that direct vicinity, but you would also know, of course, that spear trap that Leah found is still there. Okay, that brings us up to the rogue.
All right. Oh, whoops.
And you only have to be in the room to disarm the trap. You don't have to go up next to it or anything, right?
Correct. Yeah, you don't need to be anywhere near it.
Unless
Leah, we
you're
already
in
got
a
your-
hallway.
In a hallway, you have to be within the 2 squares. Yeah,
Okay.
that's all. Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, Becky, go ahead. I'll show you where to find the movement macro in a second.
2. Oh, there's another hallway. 3. And I'm going to stay there and check for traps.
Okay. There are no traps in your vicinity.
Great. All right,
Okay.
so how do I do this macro thing?
Click the first drag your current movement macro, drag it, drop it off, and drop it so that there's just open one slot.
Okay.
Okay, and then click the folder in the bottom left. That's to the left of the taskbar.
Okay.
And
If
then
anyone
scroll
gets
down.
really hurt, by the way, I've got a spell that can heal you up to 4 more points.
Hang on, I gotta configure the
And
commissions.
if
for that one
anyone's
still.
curious, I only have 4 points.
You should see, if you give it a second, Becky, you should see one labeled Movement Rogue in there. You might need to close the macro folder and then open it again. Just drag that to your bar. There you go. Just drag that to your bar.
I like not having the camera on because I gotta pick my nose.
That's disgusting.
Your turn,
Have
Leah.
you guys heard that?
Well, the microphone's still on, Justin. the camera's not, but the
Leah.
microphone still is.
Get that 25 gold.
Yes, I will disarm the trap.
Okay. I didn't change the macro on your... In fact, actually, Leah, let's do that real quick, too, since you're playing the dwarf. So, you see the one that's labeled Disarm Traps on your bar?
Yes. No.
I think it's 4 or 5.
Oh, found it. Yeah.
Okay, so
6.
drag that... Well, click that and drag it and drop it. Just drag it off. So, drag it off of the bar and then right-click and it'll disappear. Okay.
And now what do I do?
Okay, now to the left of that little hotbar thing, you'll see a tiny little folder. Do you see that?
Yep.
Little folder icon. Click that, and then scroll down until you see the one that says Dwarven Trapsmithing.
Okay.
And then drop that on your bar in that slot instead.
Get in my slot. Got it.
Okay. And that one, it is... you're attempting to disarm it. As no black shields are rolled, the trap is disarmed permanently, and the square is safe to move through. If a black shield is rolled, you instead spring the trap. You did not roll any black shields. And you got your salvage parts.
So now that I have 2 dice that I roll, doesn't that increase my likelihood of getting the black shield? Or no, because I also have...
It's supposed to be 2 black shields. I probably typed that wrong when I put that in there. Basically, you'd have to roll 2 black shields, which is an 8% chance to happen.
Okay.
Yeah, not a black shield, but 2 black shields, as long as you don't get 2 black shields. Yeah.
So it's the same percentage?
It's actually reduced. It's 8% instead of 16% chance.
Oh, that makes
Wait,
sense.
did you just get hit? What's going on?
No.
Oh.
She disarmed the trap and she got some
There's
salvage
only
parts.
3
Cool.
pictures on the dice.
Yeah. All right, that brings us to Ben.
Did you say I get gold?
Yeah, 25. Well, you get parts that you can sell later for gold. Every time the dwarf disarms a trap, you get salvage parts.
Jackpot.
And that just goes straight into onto my character sheet?
I'm going to drag it into your inventory here in a second. I need to set this up a little more efficiently, but for now, yeah, it will just be dropped automatically into your character sheet.
Neat.
And then you can sell it later for 25 gold. So every time you disarm one, you get 25 bucks. Nobody else gets that. The dwarf's the only one that can get that.
Okay.
Okay, check this door for traps.
There are no traps in your vicinity.
Okay.
You can still open it. If you want to. Remember, though, that's the end of your movement, and you just did your action. If you open that door, anything that's inside that room on their turn can come out and hit you. If you just stand there, they can't open doors.
Yeah, so I'm going to...
They're like dumb velociraptors.
I think that does change later on. Basically, the monsters in the low levels are all dumb, so they don't have spells and shit like that. All right, Justin's turn.
All right. No traps in my general vicinity, and someone went up to the north, and then Ben just went down to the south.
Correct.
To the right.
Yep. Becky went left, and Ben went right.
I'm
I've
gonna
got
go
more
ahead.
movement speed,
But
so
she can move a lot faster. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
She can kind of scout for you guys, which is intended like basically how the rogue works is for scouting and for
Did you
potentially
see
high
anything
damage.
up there? Because since I can't really see, is there anything neat up there?
There's a hallway to the left with 2 doors, and then there's a corner up north that goes right.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna stop here and look for traps because I feel like.
Okay. There are no traps in your vicinity.
Okay, that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
There's no traps up here by me, guys.
I do not have any movement, anything to move right now, so we will jump over to Justin. Or sorry, Becky.
Becky, should we check this? Should we check this room here, or?
Absolutely. Let's open this baby up.
Okay.
Oh,
There
hello.
are 2 goblins inside and a
Oh,
table.
wait. I didn't even roll from my movement. Hang on.
That was the wrong one, anyways. Click the one that says movement, the rogue movement now.
I did.
Oh shit! Okay. I did the macro wrong. Hang on. Sorry. Let me fix that for you real quick.
Shit.
I set it up as if it was the hero dice or the HeroQuest dice, not the regular 3d6.
That makes sense.
All right. I just saved it. Now try to click in it again. There we go.
There we go.
Now you don't have to roll them manually at all.
Okay, so it was 1, 2, 3.
That was only 2. Now that's 3.
3. All right. Well, we're just gonna hit this guy right in front of me.
Let's do it.
Well, he's only got 1 hit point, so let's see if he can defend. He did
Nope.
not. He's dead.
Sweet.
That's 1 dead goblin.
I feel like I'm gonna end up healing you here. Is what's gonna happen.
Okay.
Maybe not. I got
Leah's
this
turn.
thing that's pretty cool.
I will search for treasure.
Okay. Go ahead and click the treasure table thing. The roll table. I'll probably
Working
put a
on it.
macro. I'll put a macro in your guys' hotbar that'll do that for you later
Oh,
on.
that's right. I forgot you can search for treasure now that you're in that room.
Yeah. Now that the trap is gone, she can still search for treasure.
Yeah,
here,
I totally
so.
forgot about that. Smart.
Box of
Yeah,
jewels.
box of jewels.
Nice.
Guys, I'm going to show you guys how to do this. I don't have to do it for you. Real quick, Leah, and everybody, don't all of you guys do this because we're not going to duplicate 10 different boxes of jewels, but so don't cheat. But Leah, if you double click on your icon, it'll bring up your like character sheet. You know, kind of the same way that you have Kelp and Justin's game. Go to your inventory tab, and then you see that little button in the chat that says "Box of Jewels" right there.
Just a minute, let me go back to the chat. Yes.
Click it, drag it over, and then drop it on your inventory tab. Drop it anywhere on the character sheet. It should add it to your inventory. There you go. Yep, I did it. Cool.
Got it.
So you guys can do that. That way I don't have to do it for you. If you guys find
Love
something or whatever, you could do it that way instead of me having to do it for you. Okay?
Easier.
All right, movement.
Well, I mean, for you.
I did put all the effort into building this thing, so you guys,
Yeah,
you guys,
fucking rad.
you guys can have a tiny amount of work of dragging
I'm
something and dropping it on
perfectly
your
fine. As long as it's not pushing the next button, I'm all down for it.
sheet. Exactly.
When my turn is done, I don't want to push anything else. Okay.
Nine squares?
9 up, yeah. Get the fuck out of this room. I'm bored of this scenery.
Yeah, this is a pretty awesome game.
Which direction did everybody go? I couldn't see
We
you
went
guys.
north. We went north, west.
Well,
And then,
Ben went to the
Ben
bottom
went
right.
opposite way.
Yeah, Ben went to the bottom right, and you guys are all abandoning him again.
Well,
I mean,
I
if
could
it's
choose
the
one or the
whole
other.
party, is it really us?
Ben's just a loner cleric. He is the cleric, by the way. Like you probably want him to be like the nearest to all of you, but all right.
Have
Ben's
we
turn.
gone in this room already?
Yeah, there's another goblin in there. Do you have any more movement?
I think I have one.
Oh, okay, so you can't stay on the same square as another person. So that's pretty much it, unless you want to.
You could
There's
go back
one more
one.
goblin in there. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
one more goblin in there.
Is there somebody under me? No. Okay,
Nope.
then I'll stay right here.
Okay. All right. That brings us to Ben.
Okay.
Come fight goblins with us, Ben.
You guys.
Or you can
Okay.
open the door and
There
then
you
just
go,
roll
roll still.
for movement and just run away.
Run away.
Yeah, no,
Oh man.
Maybe
And
not.
he's got fox rolls too. He's fucking rolling like awful to try to catch up with you guys.
maybe just move 2 backwards
You're not gonna open the door, G?
and then search for treasure.
yeah, no.
Secret,
So I'm going
secret
to
doors.
go. They went up and to the right, correct?
They went up and to the left.
Up and to the left. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
either way, that's as far as I can go for now.
All
So
right,
when
guys.
you guys do
Because
so-
this is
when you guys-
tutorial, I'm gonna move Ben back over there with you guys.
Okay.
Generally splitting up is probably not a great idea in this. Okay, just because I don't want Ben having like 4 turns trying to
I
catch up
was
to you
gonna
guys.
say, I assume in a lot of these games when you're actually playing, since you can kind of see where everyone else goes, where everyone else is, and what
That
rooms
is a
they're
bit of
in.
it. Yeah, exactly.
You
Because you can see the whole
probably-
board. Yeah.
Yeah, you probably, I
Back.
guess, usually follow people.
Yeah,
right?
the thing is, like, I originally that was my intent, is that I would just let you guys see the whole board. But the problem is that there's no way for me to do that and still hide
Yeah.
what's inside the rooms.
Yeah.
So because and what you do
Well,
when you're playing the game, literally what you do when you're actually playing the board game, is that the DM doesn't put the stuff on the board until somebody is there to see it. Does that make sense?
So, out of
Yeah.
curiosity, when you guys play on my game, after you go into a room, you guys don't have any ghost vision of that room, like a light gray.
Normally you
version of
do. Yeah, it's Fog of War. I turned that off for this though.
it? Okay, that's what I
Yeah.
was like. I thought that kind of thought there was a thing, but you still
Yeah.
can't see the characters or anything. So,
Yeah, it wouldn't make any difference in this. All it does is affect performance, and I wanted to keep this as light as possible as far as performance was concerned, which is why I didn't put in visual effects or a bunch of sound effects or like the weather and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I may put the spell effects in yet. Justin, you haven't seen those, and they're pretty fucking awesome.
oh,
I
neat.
showed them to Ben and Becky, but like spells and text all have actual animations now in our game. Pretty cool. Anyways, you'll get to see them tomorrow, I suppose. Your turn, Justin.
Yeah, you just have to remind us how to target
All right.
people.
Yeah, that'll take a little getting used to, but we'll get there.
So my dagger, it says it's a 1 to attack. So that means I only roll 1 dice.
Correct.
Okay.
Now you do know that basically the stats for monsters are not supposed to be secret either, except for bosses or like unique mobs. You do know that goblins only have 1 hit point, so if you can hit him, he'll die.
Yeah. Fuck it. Oh, I'm gonna roll for. Better see if I can.
If you can move far enough.
8. All right. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna go move right in front of this goblin, and I will attack. And I just hit the 1 combat die.
Okay, that is 1 damage. Now he gets to roll
No
1
black
defense.
shield. No black shield.
And he got a white shield, so you killed him.
Fuck you, goblin.
Wizard actually
Fuck
got to
you.
kill something with a dagger. All right, that brings it to my turn, and there are no monsters that I can move right now. So that's it for my turn. Back to the rogue.
Screw it. Check for traps.
Okay, there are no traps in this room.
Okay. Yeah.
Movement.
Let's see. Oh, I think this is the lowest I rolled yet.
Yeah, that is really low.
There's nothing else in this room, is there?
I mean, you haven't. Well, I've told you there are no secret doors. It's not your turn anymore, but everybody can search a room for treasure until treasure
I'll
is
be right
found.
back. Leah's got a bug somewhere in her office. I'll be right back.
Okay. They gotta go kill a spider. All right.
I'll just stay there then.
Okay.
Just
I mean,
away.
okay. You could move further down the hallway or something, but you're not gonna. You're just gonna stay there to be out of the way. Okay.
I fell through the floor last time I looked for treasure. I want to find some treasure.
All right. It is Leah's turn, but she is probably up on a chair or something right now, hiding from bugs. Oh, I might be able to use this. That's kind of cool.
All right.
That was more than a bug.
You're up. We killed the 2 goblins, by the way. This room's clear.
What did it end up being, Justin?
A millipede on the wall.
Oh,
I mean,
I heard
kind
a
of.
scream, and I was like,
It's got. If you counted just by number of legs, that's got to be like 30 bugs equivalent, right? I mean, divided by 6.
It's not like I couldn't kill it myself. I just wanted to show him the thing.
All right, well, it's your turn. What are you doing, Becky?
My turn?
Leah, damn it, yeah.
Oh, thank you. So I was out getting another drink.
Justin made it sound like you were squealing and running from a bug.
I heard like a and I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
exactly.
I'm sure she's not murdered.
I actually quite enjoy bugs, and I'm perfectly fine with them. Let's see. So it looks like the thing in this room is now gone. Is that correct?
The monsters are gone. It has been checked for traps. It has been checked for traps, and there are none. It has been checked for traps. There are none. Secret doors. I've told you there are none on this floor. It has not been searched for treasure yet. But each person, remember,
hot damn! I'll search it for treasure.
Remember, each person can search.
treasure.
Yes, they can until treasure is found.
Yep.
If you get a hazard or a wandering monster, then that doesn't count. Basically, if you get some actual loot out of it, then there's no more treasure to be found in the room.
Well, I mean, we share it all anyways. So does it really matter, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
you guys can split up loot and everything if you want to.
The roll thing at the bottom is just far enough that it's like barely shows up my page.
Oh, floor collapse.
Well, I mean, you would have had to have moved into the room first. So, how far into the room would you have moved? Let's say
It
before
doesn't really matter. It might as well just be like one. That's really all I want.
All right, just in the doorway, the floor collapses from underneath you, and you lose your turn. Which brings us to Ben. So, Ben, that room has not been searched for treasure successfully yet. Let's say.
So I can see Ben's HP up here at the top. Is there a way to turn every other people's green HP bars on?
I thought you should be able to see everybody's up there.
Can you guys see everyone's? I can only see. Oh, maybe it's just whoever's turn it is. Maybe
That could be. Yeah, it could be just for that. Well, let's check on the next turn. What are you doing, G?
Now
Search for treasure?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Hit the search button. Macro.
No, you go. So the top right corner, you see the audio playlist, the little music icon. I'll make this easier for you guys in the future, but for now, where you see the music icon to the left of that, and then you click on where it says treasure, and then at the very bottom is a button that says roll, at the bottom right.
It's kind of out of the screen a little bit.
Yeah, depending on your resolution. Actually, Leah, your resolution is lower, and I thought the scroll bar. Yeah, the scroll bar does. That's why you're still able to see it, I bet. But that nag screen that you got about the resolution is why that's harder for you to see. Hey, and you got a potion of healing, G. Nice.
That's actually really good. Those things are fucking expensive shit.
Yeah, it's 200 gold worth right there. So, and you can sell shit too. Keep that in mind. You guys can sell these things back if you wanted to. Especially early on, I wouldn't recommend it, but you could. All right, Ben. So drag that to your inventory. So bring up your character sheet and then go to inventory on your character sheet. And then in the chat where you see the link that says potion of healing, click that and drag it over. Drop it on your inventory, and it'll add it for you automatically. Now you see, guys, by the way, everybody has 2 for their armor class to start with. Ben bought a helmet, so he has 3, and this is where that kind of stuff matters. Now you can see when monsters hit you, having even 1 extra dice adds up to a lot of, extra chance to not take any damage, basically. Okay, that's it for Ben's turn. Justin, do you see your health bar now instead of Ben's?
Nope, still just sea cleric.
Okay.
Don't know why. I'm gonna search this room for traps as well. I mean, treasure.
Treasure, go ahead. Okay. Hang on. No, you can't. Ben
I can't.
successfully.
Oh
found
yeah,
it.
he already found it. He already found a
Yep.
healing potion.
Yep.
I'm just gonna look at him and be like, all right, man, fine, that's cool. I don't do shit. I don't want any fucking treasure. Just fucking stupid treasure. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What did I get? A 7?
Yeah, 10.
7. All right, 10. I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna search for traps.
Okay. There are no traps in your vicinity.
Cool. There's no traps by this door, guys.
Okay. Nothing to do there. I don't get anything to do with this level. There's like nothing up out for you
There's
guys.
no
They're all...
free. There's no free roaming monsters, basically.
Well, normally there are. There just aren't
But
very
they're not
many
in
on this
this
map.
level.
There was literally just one, just that one goblin that Leah killed, I think, or Becky killed.
Someone killed. We're gonna go in and murder.
Opening that door, there is an orc and a goblin inside, and a big altar with a book on it.
Sweet. Then,
You
I'm
better
gonna
be
go
able to
in this
reach him.
corner, so only one of them can hit me at a time.
Okay.
That's my
Well, you didn't spend your action yet.
check for traps.
Okay. There are no traps in this room.
Sweet. That's it.
Okay. Then that brings us back to Becky. Or, God damn it, sorry. I keep calling you guys by each other's names. It's Leah's turn.
I'm going to leave.
Okay.
Uh-oh, you can't quite join the fray.
What does that mean?
Not
Can't
enough to be able to get
this
into the room.
fight. You don't have enough movement. Oh, you're not gonna go fight these fuckers?
Wait, did I miss something?
She went
There's
into
a
that door, you
right
just
behind
passed.
me.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
There's
had to
2
close
bad
this
guys in there.
pop-up.
You totally don't have to, by the way, but there's 2 bad guys in there.
But she could just barely make it, right? 1,
Yeah,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could make it in front of the goblin if you wanted to hit him.
Oh, there you go.
Right? Is that a goblin I'm facing?
That's Becky. But if you go
Oh.
one to the right, go one to the right, and then one up. You actually do you see the things that are twisting?
Sorry,
I made all the
Becky.
monsters. I made all the monsters move a little bit, so you
They're
should see
dead.
them
I've
like
got the
twisting.
screen. It's honestly hard for me to tell what is what. It's
Me
just-
too. I saw the skull or whatever on the ground next to the orc, and I thought that was a goblin, and I didn't think I could make it to him. Otherwise, I would have hit him.
Is that?
Dude,
Whoops.
Is this something right here?
No, it's literally just up from you. It's oh yeah, sorry, where your cursor is. Yes, yeah, right here.
That's the thing.
Where
Yeah.
your cursor is. Yeah, that's a goblin. You can go ahead and attack him
I
if
will-
you want.
I will fight said goblin.
All right. 1 skull. He gets to try to defend, and he has 1 defense die. He does not succeed. He is dead.
Aha.
All right, that brings us to Ben.
sounds like there's goblins in here, buddy.
There's another orc in that room. Yeah.
I'm gonna start using some of these fucking spells.
Okay.
Yeah, so the wizard gets 12 of them, and that's like when I was telling you about how you discard them each time you cast one, sure, but 12
Well,
is enough to
yeah.
get you through except for like harder levels where you may want to
It's like
be careful about them.
we
But
kill the bad guys so fast though. Like I'm like ah.
yeah, that's also because it's the first level too.
First
A lot of the like
level, yeah.
starter monsters only have 1 hit point anyways, but the harder stuff, has 3 or 4. The bosses might have 5, that kind of stuff. You can move through players, G, if you want to.
Okay. Was this room already searched for traps?
Yes.
Okay. Then does it matter to search for treasure if there's a mob in here?
You can't search if there are monsters in your vicinity.
Yes. Okay. Then I am good.
All right. Then that brings us to the wizard.
All right. I am going to roll for movement. All right. So 6. What do I want to cast here? I already cast that one.
Now, for casting, not that I can cast spells as a rogue, but you still have to be right in front of them, right? There's like no distance.
Almost all there. It'll tell you if there is a distance requirement. If it doesn't specify one, then it's if you can see a creature, then you can cast it on them. Same goes for buffs that you cast on other players and stuff like that. Like Ben has a ton of strong buffs and like he has 6 of them spells that are like insta kill for undeads, things like that.
I'm just gonna go ahead and move. Can I attack from outside the door? From outside the room? or no?
If you can see him, yes.
Okay, cool. So
You can throw your dagger at him.
Nope. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Ball of Fire.
Okay.
I'll click on it for you.
That's not gonna like
Skadoosh! Nah,
everybody make deck saves.
Yeah. So he just rolls a 5 or 6, or 2 red dice for each 5 or 6 is reduced by 1 point.
All right.
So 2 points normal. Fuck! 0 damage to that little bastard.
Man. I swear.
It's okay.
For the last,
I've got
for the last
like 9
3
more
weeks
spells.
now. But for the last 3 weeks now, Justin has had the absolute fucking worst luck with anything dice related. Anything dice related is rolled as bad as possible for Justin.
Yeah, poor Pogo died.
Yep. And he only barely got resurrected. It got better.
I got better.
Alright, then that brings us to my turn, and because there's actually a fucking live monster in this room, I actually get to fucking do something. It would not be tactically smart for him to get himself surrounded, so he's going to attack the dwarf. He has 3 attack dice.
Don't worry, I can heal.
And he rolled no fucking skulls, so no damage.
So nothing.
We're back to the road.
You're gonna miss, bitch.
Suck a dick!
Sorry, can I curse?
Ben and Becky have sailor mouths, they're fine.
Yeah,
Becky's the
worse than a
best
sailor.
because she doesn't curse until she loses her mic and her audio stops working, and then all you hear is motherfucker. Bitch,
yeah, but she may not curse, but she's ready and willing to commit genocide on a daily basis. So it all balances out.
So is Fox.
Yeah, that's who I thought that's who you were
I was talking about Becky when Becky.
Oh shit, you were okay.
Yeah.
No, because my Discord cuts out all the time, and then for some reason it only picks up the cuss words.
Yeah, that's it. That's the excuse.
Exactly. There's no flanking rules in this, correct?
No, there isn't.
Okay.
And you can't. You can only attack sides or tops.
Yeah, unless you have. So, for example, there's a weapon called a longsword that is a really good weapon that is 3 dice instead of 2, and you can attack diagonally with that, for example.
Just in case I'm going up here.
Sure. All right. 1 skull. He gets to roll his defense, which is. Oh, by the way, if you guys mouse over him, do you see a little tooltip with his stats?
No.
Okay, I'll turn that on so you guys can see that because you generally should be able to tell.
But that's it.
Okay. All right. No shields, and he only has 1 hit point, so he's gone.
Sweet.
Does he only have 1 hit point left?
Yep. Orcs only have 1 hit point. Orcs, goblins only have 1 hit point. Fimir have 2, and then basically everything else has more than that. Those are just the weakest monsters.
Icon.
There's a green line under him.
Oh, the green. Wait, did you say you saw the brain icon?
Yeah, I said, what's the brain icon?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, because you're mousing over players. All right. So the star is the number of attacks they get, so the number of dice. The person with the shield is the number of defense dice. The brain icon is what's called the mind stat. It's your intelligence basically, and it's for players. It's your ability to resist spells that are cast on you, which doesn't matter right now. And then the little walking guy is the number of dice you roll for movement. Or for monsters, it's the number of squares they move. The monsters don't actually roll dice to move it.
I don't want to worry anybody or make you self-conscious, but I got a big brain the size of 6, so...
It is the highest mind score for the basic
Brad.
players, too. Alright, that brings us back to the dwarf.
Yeah, because the crazy old man that collects ears is the smartest among us.
Hey, it was a special ear. It was his lover's ear,
his dead boyfriend's ear.
His dead boyfriend's ear. Alright.
What you doing, Becky?
Is it my turn?
God damn it. What are you doing, Leah? Sorry. I'm just going to change the little nickname so that at least I would see it as Leah.
Search for treasure. Search for treasure.
Search for traps?
No,
traps are already been searched. Yeah.
Search
there's
for
none?
treasure.
Yep, no traps.
Yes, then I will search for treasure.
Okay.
Working on it. There's a few steps.
No problem. I'll make a macro for it to make it easier for you guys in the future.
This actually seems like it would be a really fun actual board game to play.
It definitely was. Ben and I had a lot of fun with it as kids. Go ahead and drag that over to your inventory. Yep. Drag that over to your inventory.
Oh,
which question, Becky?
Shit.
Can we investigate things in rooms? Like this gigantic book?
No, they're not.
Basically, any of the searches, if anything is relevant in those cases, I'll tell you. But basically, if it's part of searching for traps or whatever, beyond that, if it's quest relevant, I'll tell you when you open the door.
We're just here to kill this fucking Goblin.
Varag.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm so used to playing D&D. I'm like, I have to
Wait,
search
sorry, I
everything.
Yeah,
went
really.
too soon.
You're fine.
I didn't.
Yeah, you still have your
move.
movement. Yeah.
The one time that I actually do the click to the next person is the one time I didn't need to do it. Okay.
There's a door to the north and then out to the hallway.
Oh, let's go to the north. Whoops. I'm writing on the books. 2, 3.
And there's 2 skeletons.
All right.
Oh, those are new. Go fuck them up.
I can't. I've already used my action.
But you
Well,
can
then
run
why'd you
away.
open the door?
4, 5, 6. I'll open this door.
Okay.
Oh God.
And
murder.
there's 2 zombies and a mummy in there. Whoa,
Nine.
stop. You can't
10.
move. You can't move through monsters.
You can't move through monsters.
But
All
you are
right,
now
I know
surrounded
what
by
we're
5
doing.
monsters.
I know what
Oh
we're
my
doing
God.
for the next 10 minutes.
Watching you die a terrible death.
Are you stopping there? Is that where you're going to stay?
I think I have to.
Was that 10?
Well, I can't go through the monsters. And...
Yeah,
There's
but
no
you could
reason.
move back if you wanted.
Oh, I mean,
That's 7. So you have 3
Yeah.
more squares of movement.
You can always go to room
9.
and then move back.
10 right here.
All right.
So they will
All right.
attack me before they go towards you guys.
Yeah, they can't move through players, so
Yeah.
I'm
at
a
least
human
you blocked
shield.
the room.
I'm a
You know what?
human
I
shield.
I have a spell for that. So
And actually, Ben has a lot of spells for undead, and it is his turn. What are you doing, G?
Okay.
The cleric is like an anti-undead fighter.
Yeah,
And
it was
has
fun. I was
heal spells and
actually thinking of doing the cleric.
Oh, Ben didn't tell you that he wanted to play cleric?
Nope.
I asked him who he thought he was going to play because
Hey,
I was using it to test.
real
Because
quick,
I assumed
Ben-
it would be barbarian, and he actually said cleric. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Me
He's been
too.
fucking playing barbarian for 20 years.
So what you can do also is if you can see from this side of the room, you don't have to go into that room, and you can leave the dwarf there to block.
That's so mean.
How many
you
hit
can't
points
see,
do you
you
have?
can't see through players. When it comes to
got
line
it,
of
got it,
sight,
got
yeah,
it.
I mean, you can tell that they're there, so they still
Understood.
like block searching and stuff, but they do block line of sight as far as spells or attacks.
There's monsters in here in case you can't see them. Problem solved.
I'm gonna turn the blood up a little bit because there's like it's on the lowest level right now, and there's like one little tiny slash of blood on the dwarf head, and that's it. That's like the only bit of blood I've seen. Oh, there's a little tiny bit of blood on the ground outside where Ben got stabbed by a spear.
Going to turn red marks on the screen up.
Yep, little splashes of blood.
All right, I'm going to attack the skeleton that's just above me.
Just with your weapon, you're not gonna cast a spell or anything.
Well, I want to actually probably save it for the mummy. I'm guessing he's tougher. And then
Okay.
I do have one that's good, but it's a line of sight. I didn't have quite enough movement. I was going to hopefully get up to the.
Okay, no problem.
Right,
I just
those
wanted to make
guys.
sure that you saw them. As long as you like,
Yeah.
as long as you have the, know what they do and stuff like that, that's fine. All right, 1 skull, and he has 2 defense, which he rolled 1 black skull, so no damage done.
Okay.
Which brings us to the wizard.
All right. Let's see. Oh, got to roll for movement. Ha!
4.
All right. Well, I will go ahead and just, I guess, move 1, 2. So I can't cast spells through the dwarf.
Correct. Or the rogue. They're both in the way.
4.
Oh my god, I'm
and
sorry.
That's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Rock Skin on the dwarf.
Okay.
So you get an extra defense dice, I believe.
Nice.
Let me do this.
How long does it last till your next turn or something?
It only lasts until they take a point of damage.
Oh well, if they keep missing though, because she's got 3
Exactly.
extra, because she has an extra dice, that could last forever.
Yeah. So you keep this spell on you until you take a point of damage. So hopefully this lasts a while.
Thank you.
Nice. All right, that's handy. Then now it is my turn. So now that she does have 5 bad guys surrounding her,
Bring it on.
I'll be casting heal on my next turn.
Let's see how many attacks this takes, because literally I get to move all of them and do all the attacks now. But
Yes.
the first skeleton on the left is going to attack the cleric with 2 dice.
I was gonna say at least you can only get 2 around each character because they can't attack diagonally.
Yeah,
unless
that's true.
they have
Exactly,
some
they can't. Yeah. Which is that makes a lot of difference because those guys. Not only that, but the mummy is a special one too. That's that specific mummy there. You got 2 skulls, G. So okay. You got. Do you have any? I think you have something where you treat black shields as white shields or something like that. What is it?
Oh, I didn't even notice.
It is. It's under cleric starting stats under your features, and it's they're able to cast holy spells when defending against an undead attacker. They treat any black shields as if they were white shields. So you defended against 1 of the damage, so you take 1 hit point to damage, bringing you down to 3.
Holy shit! That did 3 damage.
No. It would have been 2. Yeah, it would have been 2. He took
Got it.
1. He's down to 3 total hit points left.
Got it. That's
Yeah.
not a lot though.
Yeah. Well, but he
At
only
least
had 5.
he has a healing potion, so in case he gets murdered, he comes
healing
back to
potion
life.
and spells. Like he's got a healing spell that'll heal everybody, stuff like that. As long as he can see them, that kind of thing. All right, so the skeleton in front of Leah is going to attack, rolling 2 dice. He got no skulls, so no damage done. The mummy in the other room, labeled as Felmarg's Guardian, is going to run up to Leah to attack. Also, he gets... Hang on.
Out of curiosity, do the bad guys roll for movement, or do they just get a preset?
They have a preset movement, exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
If it connects, I'm gonna use divine intervention on Leah. I don't know
Okay,
if it
well,
works that way or not.
You gotta wait for
Okay.
your turn.
No,
Unless
that's
it's
a reaction spell.
It's a
Yeah,
reaction.
so
Oh.
yeah,
I thought
yeah,
that's what
so
it was.
yeah, so lots of the spells have like special rules on when you can use them, basically.
Shit, I need to start reading my spells.
Yeah, like they're kind of not game breaking because you can only use them once, but they are intended to be a big upset potentially. It is 3 dice,
Oh,
which 3 skulls. So Leah, you get 1 extra skull. So go ahead and click your defense, and then you can click 1 more. So just where it says 1, click that.
Divine
I
intervention.
clicked 2 more.
Jesus,
You got none. You got none.
You took
take
0
3
damage.
points of damage.
Those are
Oh,
all
no,
defense. Those
she
are
got
all
3
Oh.
white shields. Yeah, it would have only
Fantastic.
been would have only been 3 of those, not 4 of them. But the rock skin
How
still
would I
didn't
have
fail.
How would I have done just 1 of those, by the way?
Okay, so you clicked your
You just
defense,
clicked one
right?
combat
But you
dice.
see to the right there where it shows defense, it shows 1, 2, 3, and 4. You could have just clicked the one that says 3. If you go ahead and click it now, and I'll show you what I mean.
Yeah, I
Because
did
the
click
combat
one
dice
that-
and the attack dice are the exact same dice.
I
Yeah.
did click the one that says 3, and that's how I got the 2. Right?
Did I
So how would I have clicked just
No,
1 extra?
click the 3 again? It
farther
shouldn't.
over where it says 789.
7, 8, 9.
Hang
Oh,
on.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, over there. Yes. So okay, sorry, I didn't
There
mean the
are
slots for
multiple
1, 2, 3.
numbers.
that's my
The
fault.
big
I should have
numbers,
been
not
clear.
the-
Yeah, the big number
yeah, I
that's
get
that's
it.
over the icon of the dice. I made all these icons and all that shit too. By the way,
Thank you,
guys, like
Becky.
I put a lot of
Yep.
fucking effort into this shit.
I knew what you meant.
That's fucking cool.
That
I
totally
am
makes sense. I
clicking
should have.
3.
All right, but not only did you not take damage, but it didn't even break the rock skin because you didn't take any damage. So basically, until
So
you
you
take
still
damage,
have
that
rock
rock skin stays on. So you still have that. Yep. And the other guys can move, but they can't get to you. So they will. Let's see. Actually, hang on. He was right here, and he gets 5 squares, so he can't go that far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3. I guess he'll just stay there. Just fucking room full of undeads.
And we can't, like, block the door and run away.
No, you can't block the door, but you can totally run away. You
Yeah.
can attack and then run away if you
Yeah,
want.
and there's no like opportunity attacks the way that there is
Yeah.
in D&D. So,
Is there anywhere you can even go up there?
what do you mean?
Yeah, because I can move.
You can move through heroes. Yeah.
Heroes,
Oh.
yeah.
I can't see what the monsters are. That's why. I know that.
Oh
It's
yeah.
a shit show.
There are literally
Yep.
5 surrounding Ben and
I
Becky
wish
right
there
now.
was some way we could have not done that.
Well,
no,
I mean,
it's fun. Let's just fucking go with it.
I mean, it does add a little bit of extra tension to it too. But the alternative was not a better one. This was the better choice so far. Until I find a means of playing it the way that the game board does. All right, 1 damage, and he gets 2 defense dice. He blocks 1, so no damage. That brings us to the dwarf. What you doing, Leah?
Oh, I'm gonna have to fight.
You can
Let's
fight
go
and
ahead.
run, Joe, if you-
Well, I'm not gonna run away. That's just pure dickish.
If you do, real quick though, let me just point this out just because, again, this is tutorial level and everything too. Where you're at right now, Justin can't cast spells through you
No.
because you're blocking it. So if you did move around to the back, it would open the spot. Now, that does mean they could run at him also, but at least he would be able to cast spells at them without having to try to get past you.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't think about that. So then I will run around to the back.
Well,
Thank you.
first attack. First do your attack.
Why can't I?
No.
move
Because if you
first
run,
and-
then you can't attack.
Why
Well,
not?
she could attack the guys in the back.
I get it.
Yeah, you can't see.
I
the
thought
others
you
in the
meant
back,
running
but yeah.
away.
No,
So
I meant around to the back of them to give you line of sight. Is what
My
I meant.
bad.
Yeah, which
My
is what she's
bad.
doing. So okay.
Okay. So I'm going to attack the one that's right below me.
Okay.
I guess not first, only.
Yeah. You don't get 6 attacks like your monk. All right,
I'm
2
just
damage.
used to it.
Then he gets 2. No damage or no shields defended. He is. Let's see. How many hit points does he have? He only has 1 hit point. He's dead.
Okay.
Okay, that brings us to Ben's turn.
Okay.
You got a box of 4 undead in front of you.
I am going to use exorcism on the mummy.
Okay.
He has to roll a black shield. If so, he takes damage. But if he takes 1 body damage, and if he doesn't roll black shield, he's dead.
Click the spell. That sounds right. I just want to see how the mechanics work. Oh, this is Ben. Yeah, Ben doesn't have any spells. This is like the first time he's ever casted a spell in a. Well, he did in Fantasy Grounds. Yeah. Just click the little the D20 to the left of the word.
Don't worry, Ben. I've never casted a spell either.
The
what?
no, so
Yeah, go to Spellbook, and then mouse over where it says Exorcism, and then to the left of that you'll see a D20 button.
I didn't do anything. I don't have any spell slots. I'm only to cast it. That's what it's saying.
Oh, uncheck the box.
Yeah,
that says
uncheck the consume spell slot, and then click cast spell.
There we go.
Sorry, I didn't tell you that. I know you're not used to casting spells in here, and I hadn't really thought about it. All right, spell cleanse, foul magic, animate an undead enemy. When cast, choose an undead creature you can see. The creature must then roll a 1 combat die. If the result is anything other than a black shield, the targeted creature is destroyed. If they roll a black shield, they take 1 damage instead. All right, so he gets to roll 1. No black shield. He is flat out dead, and that was like the mini boss of the level, which is just killed by one spell. So, all right, he is dead. That brings us to the wizard. Good job, G.
All right. I can only see one of them, and I don't have any more attack spells. I burned through my
You
shit
just
quick.
looked through all your spells just now.
Well, what's funny is like I have spells. I have sleep, but it doesn't work on mummies, zombies, or skeletons. Veil of Mist doesn't matter there. I can heal. I've got rock skin. I am. Let's see. This room's already been checked for stuff.
Treasure.
I am going to roll for movement.
You can throw your
Fucking
dagger
hell.
too. Remember, you can
I
throw
know,
your
but
dagger
then
as long as you can
then
see
I
it.
lose it, and it's the 25 gold apiece.
Yeah.
All right, I am going to go ahead and throw my dagger at that skeleton in front of the door before I do my movement. Or do I? If I roll for movement, do I have to move?
No, you can. I don't care. Yeah, you can roll and then do your action and then do the move. You just can't split up the actual squares of movement.
So dagger's just 1 combat die, right?
Yep.
All right. Padoop. Hey, at least
skull.
I hit.
All right.
Yeah.
He has 2 defense dice. Both black shields, no damage.
That's
done.
okay. All right. Well, 1,
right.
2, and I'll just move to here.
Okay.
I'll move to here just in case. I'm a little scared.
All right. By the way, the objects in the room do block as far as line of sight goes. So, if there's a chair or table or something like that, they do block line of sight. All right. It is my guy's turn. They can't move. Let's see. 6 won't be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can't get out there. Yeah, none of them can actually get over to Justin. So I guess they'll just take turns at each of you here. Skeleton is going to attack the rogue here for 2 dice.
Good luck, guys.
1 hit. What is your thing? Is it black shields?
black shield.
Oh, wait.
It's a white shield.
Okay. All right. So no damage done.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah, the rogue has a hidden dagger in their offhand that they use for defense and attacking, so it basically gives them special passive. Becky, if you would click the hidden dagger thing, it's a pretty cool feature. There you go. You can click that.
You know what's funny? I actually literally have the character thing up. I could probably just read it.
All right. Zombie is going to attack the dwarf, the top zombie. 2 attack dice into to Leah. 1 skull, Leah. You still have 3. So yeah, just if you want to click the big 3 instead. All right. You blocked 1 of them, so no damage done. You still get
Oh,
to keep...
yes, good.
Did you say ding it?
No. Yeah.
No, I said good.
No, I said good. So you still have your rock skin up because he did not manage to hurt you. Other zombie is going to attack the cleric. 2 attack dice. 2 skulls, G. Jeez. I'm fucking... Ben is getting his ass kicked too. Roll your defense. No defense. Hang on.
Yeah, 1 defense.
What is your... Yeah, what does the cleric thing do for...
If undead's hit me, the black skulls or white skulls. So 1.
Oh.
Okay, alright, so you blocked 1. Alright, so 1 damage done. -1, bring you down to 2 hit points left. And that is it for my guy's turn, bringing us back to the rogue. Becky, are you muted or something? I keep hearing you through Ben. There you go.
Yep.
Okay.
Nope. Didn't realize I was muted.
No problem.
I guess I'll just hit this guy.
Okay, 2 skulls. He has 2 defense. No damage or no defended. He is dead. Movement.
Sweet. Yeah. Let's see what I can do. Ooh.
11 shit.
I could also heal one of you guys if anyone.
I'm just gonna
needs it.
stand right here so I can hit either one.
Okay. Then that takes us to the dwarf.
I will attack the one right beside me.
Right. 2, and he has 3 dice. No blocks at all, so he takes 2 damage, which is it's exactly how many hit points he had. He's dead.
Okay, and then I will roll for movement.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to buy a staff, guys.
Just so you can hit things without them hitting you
I
back.
can't do shit. I can't do shit right now.
That way I can attack him,
Okay.
or he can attack me because I have extra rocks on my skin. That's all.
All right. Then that takes us to the cleric. What you doing, G?
Alright, I'm going to cast Prayer of Healing since is everybody in here with me still?
I'm fine.
Yeah,
I haven't done it yet.
In fact, the 3 wounded people are all right next to you.
Okay.
I think I'm wounded.
Yeah, you have 1 hit point lost,
Oh.
and so does the rogue. What does it do, G? Click the spell so I can see it.
Okay.
No, I'm missing. Oh nope! I accidentally clicked on Ben. Whoops.
Yeah, Ben is down to 2 hit points. Becky, you're missing 1, and Leah's missing 1. All right, Prayer of Healing. Roll 1 combat die using the result. You rolled a skull, so you get 3 hit points to heal, G. Who are you going to apply them to? You can split them up however you choose.
Okay, who else is hurt besides me? And where are they at?
I'm missing
Both.
1.
Yeah, both the dwarf and the rogue are each missing 1, and you're missing 3.
Should
And
probably
you have 3
do
to heal.
yourself.
Yeah, I'll
Be right
just...
back, guys.
All right, Justin.
Yeah, since they're mostly alright, then I'll just do
You
that.
can heal yourself? All right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
All right.
good.
Okay, then you are back up to full, G.
sweet.
Right. Well, it's Justin's turn, so give him a second while he takes his pills. Now it's speeding up a little bit, so again, keep in mind that this is kind of a little bit of a boring level, honestly, because I looked over at the future ones because
This
I
is
built the
not
maps for 'em.
boring. Stop
This is
making
super fun.
Yeah, stop it.
Maybe for me it's boring. I don't get to do anything. You guys keep killing all my monsters. I don't get to all these are boring monsters.
That makes it fun for us.
But as long as I'm sacrificing my time and you guys have fun, then it's fine, right?
Yeah, I mean, you get to tell us what's in the room and stuff.
No, I'm kidding. I'm perfectly fine. It's fun
You
for me
get to
anyways.
explain things, which I don't know you well enough, but I'm pretty sure you enjoy explaining things and telling people what to do.
In the 10 years or whatever of us knowing each other, you don't know that I enjoy telling people what to do?
It was a joke.
Are there any bad guys still up in that room at all?
No, they're all dead. Oh shit, never mind.
there's
Yeah, sorry.
one.
There's a zombie. Yeah, there's a zombie in the doorway that you can still
Damn,
see.
have we known each other 10 years?
How long has it been, Justin?
I guess, yeah. I guess it's been.
It's got to be around
I
that,
mean,
right?
Well, you two have known each other for our entire relationship, basically.
Yeah, that's what
and
that's
I've
when I
known
met Leah.
Jeremy
So
for 13 years, 15 years,
Yeah.
16 years. Fuck, I don't know.
Dang.
All right,
All
so
the
that
years.
zombie is right there, and I can only move 8. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna go
you
out
bailing on
here.
them?
Well, I just don't want the zombie to attack me.
Yeah.
He's surrounded by 3 people. I don't think
I'm
he's coming.
literally set up for him to attack me first. Like,
I'm gonna go here and then check for traps. Actually, I'm gonna check for. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that
Good luck
general
to find
vicinity has
it.
already been checked.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna check for. Can I check for treasure? Can I check for treasure over here?
You can. If there was a trap, you'll trigger it, but you can.
Oh, Didn't it already get checked for traps, or didn't get checked for traps?
Well, okay, so this is where it's a little bit complicated when you talk about corridors.
Oh.
The 2 squares south of you were checked. The area north of you was not. The area that you just walked through was not. Although you did just walk through it, except for the ones to the north. Anyways, it doesn't matter. You search for things, there is nothing there. There's a sprung trap.
Cool.
There is a spear sticking out of the wall. The one that you saw earlier. In fact, let me unhide it. The one that you saw earlier on accident.
So that's where we looped around to.
Yeah, that's where you came from. Yeah, there is a door in front of you though.
Yeah. Okay. That's. I just wanted to go see what's over here.
Sure.
I literally have no weapons, guys. I literally don't have a weapon.
You have your no.
No, I threw my.
Did you throw? Oh, you did throw it. Okay, never mind.
Yep.
I was thinking you meleeed with it. As long as you melee with it, you get to keep it. So.
Yep.
Maybe you should have gone and picked that up.
You
no,
can't.
that's not how it works.
Yeah.
It's
When you
gone.
throw it, it's
Really?
gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
And I've got
I was
no more
thinking you
attack
meleeed with it.
spells.
He doesn't have any
I've
spells.
got-
Yeah. So.
I've got 2 healing spells, so I can heal people. I can do other stuff. But
You have a bunch of crowd control type stuff too, though. I'll probably need to edit the spells a little bit because the other classes are from the newer expansions that have like they're not overpowered, but they're a little bit more powerful
I mean, I've
than the
got
wizard.
cool spells, but like sleep doesn't work, and I've got one called Genie, but I don't want to use it on this one.
Oh, that's one of the
Yeah.
most powerful attacks in the game. So
That's why I don't want to use it on
Yeah.
this. I'm like, eh.
All right, zombie is going to attempt to attack the dwarf for
Boo.
1 skull.
All right, 3. You got 3 dice.
Oh, sorry. Awesome.
2 shields, no damage. Yep. Still get to keep it.
Man,
Back to the rogue.
This
Yeah.
rocky skin is wonderful.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty rad.
Kill this
That it
guy.
lasts that long is cool, yeah. Well, shit. 3 defense dice. He might be able to live. Nope. He's dead.
Awesome.
I can exfoliate now. We're good.
Oh.
I mean, wait. Does the rock stay on until monsters are gone, or literally until she takes
Nope.
damage?
Until she takes damage, according to what it
Jesus,
says here.
seriously?
Ooh.
Most of the spells
I'll double
fall
check.
off when they can no longer see a monster.
One hero, including yourself. The hero may throw 1 extra combat die when defending. The spell is
Ah,
broken
I
when
just
the
read
hero
it.
suffers 1 point of
Yep.
body damage.
Yeah, so as long as she doesn't get hit, then she gets to keep it.
I kind of
So-
thought she was just going to sit there in the doorway for a while. I wasn't sure that anyone was going in there.
Well, if all of them, because that would have been able for 3 of them to try to hit her, the odds would have gone up pretty dramatically that she
Yeah.
would have gotten hit then. So,
I
moving
think I
Becky.
killed 3 of them.
You did.
Jeez.
All right, guys. So are we going after the wizard that ran away, or are we going through this door?
I'll come back. I just didn't want to get this zombie to fucking come get me.
We just cleared 2 rooms. We gotta search them.
Yeah.
All right. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna stay right there. I don't want to go too far without checking for traps. So
Then that brings us back to the dwarf.
Alright, I'll check for traps in this room.
There are no traps in that room.
Okay, and then I will go to... might as well just stay here.
Okay. Then we'll jump to the cleric.
I'm going to check for treasure in this room.
Okay, go ahead and click the roll table. So how the treasure works, guys, just so you know, if there is no... So when you say you're searching for treasure, give me a second. Don't just click the thing, because if there might be quest treasure, there might actually be like dedicated treasure that the map tells me what's there. Like if there's a treasure chest or something like that, then you'll get whatever the special result is. But if there isn't anything of that, that's when you click the roll table, which is just random. So it's not always random, is what I'm saying. The random table is kind of on the low end of the stuff you can get. That is an extremely powerful potion there. As far as the potions go, that's probably the best one. But the actual quest loot stuff is always better than the stuff that's on the table, anyways. So Ben, drag that to your inventory.
Sweet.
If you
What
drink
is
it,
that?
if you drink it, you can make 2 attacks.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay, that brings us to the wizard.
All right. Motherfucker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm coming. This room's already searched, so that's the end of my turn.
All right. My turn. There is nothing for me to do at the moment. Back to the rogue.
So maybe we shouldn't just go opening all the doors.
No, I think that worked well. Nobody even died.
Yeah, but if you open all the doors, I get to move all my monsters. Then I get to have fun. Searching for traps.
Yeah.
All right. No traps in this room.
Great. Now we're gonna open the door.
Okay.
Oh wait, I have to roll for movement.
you can't roll less than 2, so you'd have been fine that far anyway.
I know. I'm so used to having a set movement.
Yeah.
Oh.
There are 2 skeletons, a mummy, a sarcophagus, and a treasure chest in that room.
Great. I'm just gonna stand right here, guy. There's some bad guys in a tomb.
Bad guys on it.
Okay. That brings us to the dwarf.
How are you on health, Leah?
I'm fine.
Just looking for something to do. Can I spend my healing or spell?
I'm going to search for treasure.
Okay.
I feel really dumb for throwing my dagger.
I mean, you kind of didn't know. I would still say it's fine.
Well,
you can have it back.
I knew I wouldn't get it back. I just
Okay, you
had
knew it
nothing else
wouldn't
I could do, and I was like,
yeah, if you knew, that's on you.
that's fine. Yeah.
Can I push roll?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, there are no quest treasure in this room. Hey, Jeb. Go ahead and drag that to
Oh,
your inventory.
sweet. So
Leah's finding all kinds of fucking money.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
If you guys want to help me out to buy a staff so I can attack, it would be cool. It doesn't have to. You don't have to. Maybe like a dagger or 2.
Where's the... I don't see the gem. Oh, found it. Never mind. I got it.
Yeah, it's just in the chat. You just drag it over.
Yep.
You might have to scroll down there, yeah. All right, that brings us to the cleric.
Okay, are we gonna go fight that room or no?
You can also wait for me to catch up if you want.
I'm standing in front of the door, so that's up to you. I mean, did you
Yeah,
guys?
you could move through her.
Yeah, we found treasure.
Yeah, so that's up to
Hang on, Ben. Yeah, both these rooms are found treasure in. Yes, sorry. I need to put. I think I'll put like a little checkbox or something on the map to remind myself if a room has been searched or not. Because when you guys are, especially if there's multiple rooms, I get lost.
Well, we don't need that room. We might as well not go in there and save ourselves trouble. So we still got to fight the boss in here too. So.
There's a treasure chest in that room.
Oh, okay.
There's a sarcophagus, 3 enemies, 3 undead, and a treasure chest in that room.
Didn't roll it.
And the treasure chest has not been searched yet.
And the door's open, so they're coming
Jeez.
after us either way.
And
Yeah,
we
they
had
are
to
coming either
fight
way.
several rooms of monsters to get there, which means by law it has to have good stuff in it.
Exactly.
By law, the rule book states.
Gamer rules.
Yep.
This
If they're, yeah, it was, yeah.
If it was hard to get there, it would probably be worth it.
If there's a save point before a room, you know it's a boss fight.
All right. So I guess I'm just gonna go here. That's as far as I can get. And this room's already been searched for traps and for treasure.
Yeah, both of
Is
those
it
rooms
found
are
the
already,
gem?
yeah, are already
Alright.
done. Okay, all right, it is my turn.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And nah, this is it.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna search for hidden. Oh, no hidden doors. Never
There
mind.
are no. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely normally recommend to do that, but yeah, I already told you guys there isn't one on this
Got
just because it's tutorial-y. All right, skeleton is going to jump in the doorway and attack through it at the rogue. To 1 skull.
Hang on, give me just a sec.
Got
Sure.
this. How many hit points are you down, dwarf?
1.
I rolled it for you.
No damage. And the rest can't do anything. I mean, they could move, but well, they can't even actually do that. Never mind, they're kind of blocked up.
What's
Rogue's
in that
turn.
room? Just a couple skeletons.
2 skeletons, a mummy, a sarcophagus, and a treasure chest.
Fuck them up and then just move out of the way and let's all take a shot at it.
Is it my room? My turn?
Nope, Becky's
No,
turn.
it's
Oh.
Becky's turn.
She'll be back in a second.
Ah.
I'm coming. Okay. Right. So let's roll for. I cannot walk through bad guys, right?
Correct.
Not
Right,
unless I
so
cast a cool
first.
spell on you.
Yeah, there are spells that'll allow you to, but in normal though. One of the rogue upgrade abilities lets you do that too. But anyway,
Yeah, I'm really digging this rogue.
Yeah, the rogue is, I think, so far my favorite. The wizard is cool, but
the rogue did come from one of the expansions too. The original game is just the dwarf. You guys aren't playing these other guys, but the dwarf, the wizard, the elf, and the barbarian, which are the most boring of all of them. Those 4, just because the expansions added more features and shit.
cool.
Oh, sorry, Becky. I didn't see you roll it. 2 skulls, and he has 2 defense. No blocks. He's dead.
Sweet.
Nice.
Okay.
Alright. Alright. And I'm going to... shit, I can't go down through them, so I'm gonna have to go up so somebody can actually hit them.
Okay.
Alright, that's where I'm gonna
And
go.
that brings us to the dwarf.
So,
You rocky skinned son of a bitch.
yes, let's go in this room.
Leah's really digging that beard.
Yeah, she is.
Wait,
With a bloody slash on it.
give me a minute. I gotta adjust my screen so I can see things.
What's stuck? Like, is it just the resolution? What's the problem? Justin, did you see it?
My problem is I'm using a different computer than I normally do, so it's just not.
Just that the resolution's too low?
It's not functioning well for me. Okay, there's 3 monsters in here.
There's only 2 left. The one to the north of you is your rogue
Oh
friend.
crap, that's Becky. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
It's fine.
All right, then I'll fight the one to the bottom of me.
Okay.
Mm,
He has 2 defense. Although, never mind. You didn't do any damage. Never mind.
doesn't matter.
All right.
I failed.
We've all
Stop
had
doing
bad
that.
days. Ben's turn.
Knock that shit off.
You can't end your turn in there, G, and you can't attack diagonally unless it's a spell. So if you want to move to the spot that's northwest of the door, you'd have line of sight against that skeleton if you have a spell to hit him, or like if you had a crossbow or something like that. Do you have a spell you want to use or anything else, G? Otherwise, the door's kind of blocked.
What'd
'Cause
you
you
roll
can't-
for movement?
Yeah, I'm gonna save it. And I will.
I think you're muted.
Yeah, you are.
No,
There
I'm
you go.
gonna save it because I do have one, but so I just will. Actually, I don't even know why I'm moving it yet.
I was gonna say, I'm
Okay,
like,
doesn't enough. I'm
I'm just
actually
gonna start going.
just in case somebody wants to get through. So I'm
I
just gonna wait
double
there
check.
until it clears out. So
Okay.
I couldn't have moved forward because of
Well,
the sarcophagus, right?
You
Correct,
would also
correct, yeah.
probably know that I have no way of really attacking right now. So just do with that information what you want.
All right.
I can heal you guys, but
All right. Is that it for your turn, then, G? All
yeah,
right. That brings us to the wizard.
oh, the wizard. That's me. Sorry, I'm reading my pass through rock ability.
Yeah, for walking through walls.
I'm guessing this doesn't work unless I know there's a room next to me, or is there always a room
No.
next to me?
No, the entire floor, the whole map is just one big rectangle, just like a game board, like a folded out cardboard board game type game board. So there's always places you can go. The problem is that there are parts of the map that are blocked off, meaning that the whole thing is technically there, just like that image that I showed you guys earlier, right? But parts of it aren't this floor, meaning like parts of it are just blacked out and there's nothing there. And if you were to walk in, if you used your pass through walls to do that, and you walked into an area that is empty, your character's just flat out dead. Like that's it.
All right.
So the idea is
trying
you
to
would
find-
use that to escape or something. Uh-oh,
Got
you
it.
just dropped again. But you would want to go to a space you know is safe, or at least know is
Got it, got it,
another
got
existing space.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and how many bad guys are in this room now?
2 left.
2 left. All right. Let's see. I'll give. Fuck it. I'm gonna go ahead and use my spell of courage to give the dwarf, since it's the only one I can see from here, 2 extra attack dice on their next roll for
Okay.
attack.
All right. Then that will bring us to my turn. And I get to roll something. I get to roll an attack finally here. 2 dice to attack the dwarf, and that's the only one that I'll get to make because the other guy can't make it through. And he rolled no skulls, so never mind. Back to the road.
Dwarf's about to fuck someone up.
Now, question.
Mhm.
Actually, I have 2 questions. Can I jump up on top of the sarcophagus?
Nope. Yeah, anything that's furniture in the room is considered like solid objects.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I cannot hold an action.
Nope. You can move through the players to get back out of the. Well, basically, if you had something to attack diagonally, you could theoretically move through the dwarf outside the door and then attack the skeleton diagonally. But you don't have anything to do that right now.
Yeah. So I guess I'll
You
just.
can search for traps.
Yeah, you can still search and everything. Yeah.
Sweet. Let's do that. Let's search for traps and stay where I am.
All right. There are no traps.
Great. Next.
But at least
Wait,
that's
you
out of the
can't
way.
attack?
So you guys.
So I can't see it. Are they like in
A
a spot where
waste.
they can't attack?
Yeah. So it's
Oh.
a tiny. Here, I'm just gonna drag you in real quick, Justin, and then I'll put you back.
All right.
But that's what the room looks like. So Becky's stuck in the
okay.
corner, and then Leah's in the doorway. So
Leah
that,
can attack though.
Leah
Alright,
can,
cool.
yeah. You were right inside the doorway. You were
Yeah,
right
it's
here.
right at the doorway.
Okay, there you go. All right, what are you doing, Leah?
I'm going to attack. No, I'm just gonna sit here and just kidding. Let's attack this person. This,
Alright.
this undead.
You
He
get
wasn't.
two
He's an
extra-
ex-person. He was a former person.
Yeah, you get two
So
extra dice
do
when
I
you attack.
do I do defense twice then?
No, well, if you're attacking, you actually get 4 dice right now because
sorry.
Justin. Yeah.
Do I do
so,
attack twice?
Well, just the
click
big
4.
one, the one that's at a 0 that said with the big 4. Click that one instead because you get 4 dice for this attack. Because Justin put a buff on you that let you attack with double the number of dice.
So the big 4 at the bottom.
I don't know what you
big
put there.
Okay.
The big 4.
So if it's
There you
anything
go.
like mine, there you go.
And you failed.
It was the worst.
None of them were spells at all.
That's
meaning,
like
Well,
the
that
odds, the
spells
odds
off.
are never gonna come up like that. That's
Spell,
garbage.
spells off you, so that was a good
you
use
still
of
have
that
you still have the rock
That was
skin.
a one. That was a one only spell, and I didn't even get one attack.
Not even one.
Oh my gosh.
Ben's turn.
So alright, he went out to go smoke. So he said if he can't hit anything, he's staying where he is.
Okay. Yeah, you
I've said
can't
that
really.
before going out before.
Yeah.
All right. Then we come to Justin, which you also can't
Are you
really do
fucking kidding
anything.
me?
Yeah.
I've commandeered the hitting spot.
This is basically all fairly. Unless now, you know what? Here, let's retcon this. Leah, if you wanted to, you could have moved out of that square, which would have allowed. You could have tried to draw them out, basically, which would allow others to try to hit. Also, does that make sense?
How many hit
my
points do you have,
movement.
Leah?
Yes, let's move me out of here. I am sorry, I didn't even remember.
No, you're
I
fine.
could do that.
Yeah, you could.
So
There's
roll
no like
your-
opportunity attacks or anything, so
Roll
you
your
could.
movement dice.
Yeah. Let's get me out of here. Let's pull them out.
And then if you go into a corner, only 2 can attack you at a time.
Here we go. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Or just not a corner. School, whatever.
Well, that's fine
Why
too. It
does
doesn't
it
matter.
matter if I'm in a corner
So-
or not?
No, never mind. So now the cleric gets to attack, though.
Okay.
Alright,
Okay.
but I
Well-
also don't want to put Ben like right there where he's stuck, because if
Yeah,
he moves, then he
if
can't
Ben-
move again.
Exactly. If Ben moves in there, the same thing happens. He's just the new one that's stuck
Oh.
in there.
Yeah,
Does
but
that
he
make
gets
sense?
to
I'm
attack.
just gonna
he gets
leave
to
him-
attack on his turn.
He could, but
doesn't
then he can't move back out again.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm gonna leave him
but
where
he also
is.
only one attack.
But if we
against him.
don't attack in there, they
it's
will
both
come after us.
it's both an attack and a defensive position, really.
It
It doesn't
is,
matter.
but that's where
Uh,
Leah was. Leah was just stuck in the same spot. The same thing. It would just be Ben in the place now instead.
No, I'm gonna leave him where he is.
Okay. All right, Justin, are you gonna move in or anything? Then? Or
I
you
would
stay
have
where
I
you
would have used my movement to move away then.
are? Okay. Okay. Then
Same
that brings
there.
it to my turn, which I will move the skellies. I need to have it ignore that one or something. Talking to myself here, but a UI thing I'll need to change here. All right, the skeletons are going to move one to here and is going to attack the dwarf with 2 combat dice.
You get 3
no
defense
skulls.
still.
Well, you didn't
Oh, it doesn't
roll a skull,
matter.
so it doesn't even matter. And the other is the mummy is going to attack the rogue, and he has 3 attack dice. 1 skull, Becky. And what is 1 black skull? One black
black
skull counts as a
shield.
white shield.
Black shield is a white shield.
Okay, all right, so no damage done then. All right, that brings us back to the rogue. See, now at least they're, attackable. You guys have them split up enough to attack.
Yeah. Woo. 2 skulls.
Oh shit, sorry. I'm not used to the I haven't set up. It's called Dice So Nice, but I haven't set up the module to actually roll these, the skull, like the special dice yet, to actually show the animation pop up. So I'm not used to not seeing dice roll. They just pop up in the chat and I don't notice it yet.
No,
All
it's my calling you.
Especially when you get 2 skulls, I'm sure. But he does have 4 defense dice, so which he defended none of them. Great. So 2 damage done. He had 2. He is dead.
Woo.
I thought he had 3, but it was the other guy that Ben gimped with his 1 spell.
Good job, guys.
That guy had a lot more hit points. All right.
1, and I'm just gonna sit right there and wait for him.
All right. Then we are back to the dwarf.
All right, let's do this. Attack.
Down to your normal 2. Hey, you
1,
might get a
and
hit.
he got 2 defense.
Yeah!
No defense. All right, so 1 damage, which he had 1 hit point. He's dead.
Ace.
Get
And then I
that
can
treasure.
move.
Yeah, go ahead and move.
And we've already checked for traps.
Yeah, both those
so
rooms are clear, and this room has been checked for traps, but not treasure yet.
Let's check for
And
treasure.
there's a treasure chest. Too.
You attacked, though.
Damn
Oh,
it.
yeah, you don't
Jump in
get
the
to
gun. There was no reason for me to go into this room at all. Just kidding.
You know what? That's fine. If you want to move your, use your movement to go elsewhere,
I
go
was
right
right
ahead.
here and I rolled
Yeah.
7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna stay here so I don't block. Oh wait. 7.
Heroes can move through you, yeah. So
Yep, that's right.
Okay.
Okay.
is Ben rejoining from his phone, Becky?
He is, but I know what he's gonna do. He's gonna go in the room and look for treasure.
Okay.
So,
All right. Go ahead and walk him into the
honestly,
room.
he's
We'll
probably going
roll.
for secret doors, but
Ben, you gonna search for secret doors when you get in there?
Yep.
Just so that somebody else can get all the treasure.
yeah, I can't roll for him, so.
Oh, okay. Ben, go ahead and are you back at your desk, G?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and roll your movement. And then there's that room is now empty. The monsters are dead, and there is still a treasure chest in there. And traps have already been searched. 7. Now, hang on. Stop right there real quick, and I'm going to explain something real quick. So remember, and I explained this.
this is
you have
going to give us
move one more
actual
square.
loot.
Go ahead and move
I
one more.
like the
There you
2
go.
different things he could have come back to. Like if she had moved him forward, he would have come back from his cigarette break to like just total stalemate, going to get beat up or beat someone else up, or he gets to come back to treasure.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
An actual treasure
Good job,
chest.
Becky. Good job.
Real quick though, I just wanted to explain this thing. You do have to be inside of a room to actually search the room for treasure or anything like that, right? But remember when we first started, and I told you guys that you don't need to move in the room to be able to search the entire room for traps, loot, treasure, right? The reason that I'm pointing that out is you don't actually need to move all the way over to the treasure chest. It's totally pointless. You might as well just stand just inside, and that way later on, if you're trying to get back out of here, let's say, then it's not as far for you to roll. Yeah, to get back out. So you might as well just search from there. Is what I was about to say. Does that make sense? Everybody get that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So searching this treasure chest here, there is a staff and 84 gold coins.
Ah, look at that. There's a staff.
Should I roll, or was that the treasure from it, since it was plot treasure or whatever?
Yeah, so this is quest treasure. This is anytime there's generally if there's a treasure chest, or if you guys search for treasure and I tell you that there's something special, like a specific one, then you don't actually roll in those cases.
We can't do anything with that sarcophagus, can we?
There isn't anything. Yeah, if it was quest relevant, then I would have told you if there was anything special about it. Yeah.
Remember, guys, this is like the.
It is a
map
1989
game,
game. Yeah, exactly. Okay, hang on. The furniture is not part of the map, Justin. The furniture they were little
Plastic
they were
pieces.
really fucking cool. They were literally like little chunks of plastic with cardboard cutouts that you would fit into them. Do you remember, Ben? What was that other game that had little mousetrap style shit, but it was like Clue? Do you remember what I'm talking about? We had that too.
I don't know.
It had there were traps and shit on it. You would move around the board, and then if one of the it was like Clue, and there was a serial killer amongst the other players, and that killer would put knock something over, and it would make a bookcase fall on somebody, and there was a physical bookcase that would fall over on the token. You remember what I'm talking about?
I don't remember what it is though.
Okay. Anyways, you got a staff G. You can shoot. By the way, you can choose to equip different weapons and so on. You can switch between. You just can't use both on the same turn. That's all. Since it doesn't really matter unless you have multiple attacks. But
Can we
But
give
just to be-
stuff to other players?
I can only use a staff, right? I can't use swords.
correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ben, you did buy the helmet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you bought a helmet. Okay, that was 150, so you have 134. I didn't take the money out.
125.
Was it
It might have
125?
been 150. but
I'll check for you. Anyways,
Okay.
so but you get the staff and 84 gold, and that is it for your turn. That brings us to the wizard.
Question: can we give our items to other players before we're done with this dungeon?
You can trade them at any given time, and you can actually technically. Here's the thing: the rules don't specify that you need to be near somebody to be able to give them something, but I'm going to say that you can only give them something on your turn, and you need to be able to see them to give it to them. Not necessarily, you don't have to be next to them in the same square. As long as you can see them, that you can give them to things. The reason that you want to do that is because you could technically give somebody a potion that's on the other side of the map, and that won't do. That wouldn't be cool because they can use a potion, anytime.
Like, oh, you're dying. Here you go.
You guys found staff?
Anybody find a staff in here by chance?
I left one.
Well, he has been asking for a staff this whole time.
Yeah, it's funny actually because literally it was right there the whole time. Yeah.
It is a staff.
All right, it is my guy's turn, but I don't have anybody to move. Back to the road.
I have a staff. Someone give me a staff on their turn. Is that cool?
On Ben's turn, he can. Yeah, you can give it to him.
I didn't find shit. Don't look at me. All right, since there are no doors in here, going out. 1, 2, 3.
Ben, you were right. It was 125.
okay.
Oh, that's probably why you bought the helmet instead of the shield, huh?
13.
I didn't even notice how much the shield was.
The shield was 150, so
Oh shit. Okay.
yeah, they both got the same. They would have given you the same stats, but
Okay.
technically the shield takes your offhand though, and there are some like you can't use
Don't you
the
just-
battle axe. I think with that too. Anyway,
I can use like a shield and a helmet at the same time, right?
yep.
Okay.
Did you just allow us to see more stuff?
Huh?
I don't think so.
3 more things just opened up for me.
59. What do you mean?
Nothing. Never mind.
What was it though? Because it might be important that you don't see certain things.
No, they're
Was it-
places we've already been.
Was
Okay.
it because I walked out the door?
Maybe.
Shouldn't have. I mean, if you guys have shared vision, I didn't turn that on or anything though, so I don't know. That is something I would turn off, and I can find a add-on to do it. But go ahead, Becky.
Right. So I don't have anything. I guess I'll just search for treasure in the hallway.
All right. There is no treasure in your vicinity.
Ah, boo.
All right, off to the dwarf. Still has rock skin.
Let's go somewhere.
Wait till I get a staff. I'll join you.
I'm not waiting for you.
We're leaving you guys behind.
Yeah.
I'll catch up.
I got rocks. Gonna do anything.
I'm a rogue. We're good.
Okay, that's as far as I can go. I will search for traps.
There is one that's already been triggered to the south. Some blood hanging off it. It looks like cleric blood. If you had to guess whose blood it came from.
As
I
I
wonder
often
who
do.
that
With blood.
There's little glowing stars dropping
Not
off.
having pets anymore, it's become much easier to figure out which one of us is bleeding. But still,
You said it's below or above?
That's to the south. You see that little spear sticking out of the wall to the south? South of the door. There's a door directly south of you, and then there's a spear right after that.
Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah.
All right, it is Ben's turn.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Are you going to keep that staff, G? You want it, right?
Yeah, of course. I'm going to use it in my other hand. So
staff.
I will give the staff to not Bogo, to Justin. I almost called him Bogo.
All right.
Is that an action?
No, I
Thank you
just-
for adding a staff.
No, it doesn't take your action, G.
Okay. Did I already roll?
By the way, if anyone's curious, it's literally one combat die, but
It's the same as the dagger, but he gets to do it
Same
diagonally, though. He does get to attack
Yeah.
diagonally, so
Nice.
that
And you
means
have
he can
one.
attack without getting hit back, which is nice. 9 movement, G. What's that?
Can rogues use any weapon?
Yes,
I know they
you can't
usually
use.
only use finesse.
It's not D&D rules though, but yeah, they can use. If you can't use a battle axe and still use your hidden. Basically, your hidden dagger ability means you can't have anything else in your offhand, which means no battle axes, no staves, and no shields. I think.
But I can use the longsword, which is
Yep.
diagonal.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I know what I'm buying.
Is that as far as you can go, G?
Yeah, and this room was already searched, right?
Yep. All those rooms have been searched now, so that whole way. All right, Justin's turn.
All right. Got me a staff. Gonna move 5 spaces. 1,
No diagonal movement, so 1, 2.
2, 3, 4, 5.
There you go. Okay.
I'm catching up. It's someone else's turn.
Becky's turn.
Movement. All right. Well, since she went left, I guess I will follow. 1, 2.
I've got a cool spell where I can turn someone into smoke, and you can travel through spaces unseen. But I don't know if that works like for doors. You can't
5.
travel through doors.
Let's
No,
open.
doors still have to be opened. Yeah, there's a goblin and an orc in there, and a torture.
6, and I
rack.
have not taken my action, so hit this
Okay.
dude.
All right, 1 skull, and he gets 1 defense die, which he does not succeed. He is dead. Okay, that
I'm
brings us
coming.
to the dwarf.
I don't
Back
think she's back
just
yet.
in time.
Oh,
Go fuck
pee
that
fast.
orc up.
Let's do it. Okay.
There is an
Okay,
orc in the
get
room to
there.
the south of you. Yeah.
A 10.
Good roll.
look at Leah not wanting to block the doors anymore.
I'm
Let me
learning.
move
I'm
all the way
learning.
around him.
Okay, let's attack him.
Okay. And he gets 2
Nah.
defense dice. Oh, yeah, never mind.
Doesn't
No
matter.
damage. All right. That brings us to the cleric, G.
Okay.
They went left. Or, well, to your... It would be your cleric's
Yeah.
right, but they went
Yeah.
left. There you
Okay.
go. Yep. Okay. Any actions?
No, because I think we already searched this area, didn't we?
Yep. Lots of
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
Multiple times. That square has been searched
That
more than once.
hallway is
Uh-huh.
super fun. That's clear. All right,
It's-
so I
it's-
move.
It's spotless now.
I move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, my turn's over.
Okay. I don't have anything to do. Back to the rogue.
Oh,
are
you don't.
you sure you have a bad guy?
You don't have anything
Oh
to do?
shit! Sorry. God damn it. I'm not used to. I'm used to not having any. I guess. He's got 3 dice. He's going to attack the rogue. Oh, he can't attack the rogue actually. Attack the dwarf. 1 skull. Leah. You
Sorry,
could move
sorry,
first,
sorry.
I suppose. Oh, you're fine. 3 dice.
Stone skin.
Yep. And she defended against it. I'm trying to get that fucking stone skin off before you guys get to the boss. No good. Back to the rogue.
Sweet. Movement. Script. 1 and hit.
1, and he has 2 defense dice. No whatever. No defense, and he has 1 hit point. He's dead.
Bye bye.
All right. That brings us to the dwarf.
I so hate that I can't see what's happening.
It's good. We got this shit.
He just got a shiny new staff. He wants to go jab things with it. What you
Oh,
doing, Leah?
did you get the staff?
I did.
Yeah, Ben gave it to
Oh,
him.
it's my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Again?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm still trying to catch up.
Yeah, so it's Ben.
We haven't checked for traps.
Wait, did you kill him?
Yep.
Dude, I looked away for like 1 second and I swear.
This is not supposed to be a D&D game. This is supposed to be like a.
It's pretty quick.
Turn,
Yeah, it's
turn,
meant to
turn,
move
yeah.
fast. Yeah.
Hit and kill.
I'm very much used to having some time in between. Okay, so you said you did not check for traps, correct?
Correct.
Correct.
Then I will do that.
Okay.
And I'm
There.
dying for a cigarette.
There is a pit trap in the corner. Right. 2 squares
Remember,
in
you
front of you.
can
Right there.
disarm it too.
Until my next turn, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which now that you know that it's there, that was your action.
Do I have
Nope.
to be beside it?
Nope, you can do it from anywhere in the room. As long as you don't walk over the square or trigger it in other ways by trying to search for treasure, for example, then you're fine where you're at. So,
Okay, so then what I'm going to do is actually go a little bit closer to the door,
okay.
and then I will disarm it on the next go round.
All right. Then that brings us to Ben.
Okay.
That might be the highest movement you've rolled so far today.
I don't know.
How far away am I? I can't see on the thing. How many
You're
squares?
you're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You're 9 to get to the door where they're at.
Okay, no, that's not
Yeah.
too bad.
Becky, did you say you needed a cigarette?
Yeah, no, I'm used to taking a cigarette break like during battles because they're usually so long.
Well, you guys are level 11 now. They do take longer. Yeah.
Yep.
Let's take a quick break.
Real quick? Is the cleric done with their turn, or are they doing something?
I'm just gonna search for traps down here. Well, we've gotten this far yet, right?
You have been down that hallway before. In fact, that's the same hallway that you went on and got hit by that spear earlier. But there are no traps in that vicinity.
I actually have a quick question, and then I'm gonna go smoke and
Sure.
tell them what I want to do afterwards.
Sure.
So, on my active abilities, it says that I can disarm traps.
Yeah. So everybody can. You have to have a toolkit to do it, and you don't have a toolkit.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So then, if my turn comes up before I'm back from smoking, I am rolling movement. And do I know that they have gone south yet?
Yeah. Yeah, you guys all, you all generally know where
We have
everybody is.
walkie-talkies.
We
you're all-
we have like mental vision
Yeah.
of each other. We're
Yeah.
Great,
game
then I'm
rules
just
is
gonna
like
roll-
everyone sees everything.
I'm just gonna roll movement and head north.
Okay.
Because before it becomes my turn again, somebody will have already found treasure, so I'm out.
All right.
You just assume I'm gonna look for the treasure after I disarm the traps.
Well,
I'm
there's
gonna
no
look for the
treasure
treasure.
behind you.
Cap disarm.
Why is the icon not showing up? That should be a pit trap icon there. Anyways.
I
all
see
right.
one. It's a lady.
No, it should be a
It's
hole
a
in the
lady
floor.
trap.
Those are called something different in
Yeah,
Thailand.
those are called.
Vaginas.
No, but Justin and I were going for the same
Yeah.
joke, but it was a different joke.
We're going for lady,
Lady
boy.
boys?
Yeah, ladyboy
Lady
joke.
boys?
Yeah. Yep. Justin, that was it. That was your movement to
That
go
was
to
my
the door,
turn.
right? Okay.
And then I'm
All right.
done.
All right. Nothing for me to do. Back to Becky. So Ben, what is Becky doing?
She's
She is rolling for movement and
Yeah, moving
TFO.
south, right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. 6 squares.
North.
Yeah.
oh,
north.
north.
Wait, north. Even though Ben
Yeah.
went south.
Ben's going right back
No,
to where we started.
You guys already searched south. All right, so I do have with my headphones. So you guys already went south. I'm going north.
Okay. There isn't anything else to the north, though. You can see that it's just an empty hallway, unless you want to go look for traps or treasure
Oh,
or
okay.
something.
So there's no like.
There's no doors or anything else.
If there's no doors, then I'm going through the hallway that we just came through
Okay.
because I know that there is a
Yeah.
corner up and to the right.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So you move 6 squares back that direction, then. All right. Then that brings us to the dwarf.
I will disarm the trap.
All right. Just don't roll 2, so you can click the 2 if you want, or the dwarven trapsmithing. You just don't roll 2 black skulls. Anything else is disarmed, and you get salvage parts. All right. 2 skulls, so you get your salvage parts. Movement.
Do I need to put things in my inventory, or you guys?
I'll have to drop it on there for you because I haven't. I need to make a macro to do that for you automatically, but I just dropped it in there for you.
Okay.
Jeez, you've got so much fucking money in here.
Okay. Actually, well, Justin, are you gonna come in here and check for treasure?
I'll come check for treasure if you want to try to go meet up with her character.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Ben, you have gone south. You're not super far behind, but you know maybe
Go
you
check,
guys...
go check for treasure with me.
Oh, he is next actually. So Ben, it's your turn.
Yeah.
You want to go check for treasure? Well, if you can roll high enough to get in there, anyways, G.
Do it.
Oh shit, that's definitely the highest you've been.
This
Do
way,
you
if
want
you
to check
find
this one,
treasure.
Justin, or do you want me to check it?
Nah, you can check it.
You guys,
and then I'll,
honestly, you
if
both like, yeah, Ben. If
Because
you don't
if
remember,
find it, and then
yeah,
I
because
Yeah.
you could get a wandering monster or something. So like you definitely, if you get the opportunity, you always want to search. You guys can always share your treasure.
stay right by the door too. Gives you an extra movement on your next turn if you need it.
All right. Then let me roll real quick.
Treasure roll, treasure. Oh, farts.
Wandering monster. On
Alright.
this level, it is an orc. So Ben, you kind of searching around in that table there, make a bunch of noise, causing an orc to appear directly beside you. It doesn't specify where. Technically, it would have to be in the hallway, and for him to hit you, it means I'm going to have to put him right there in front of Justin. It just says that they're supposed to appear literally in the square next to you and immediately attack. The rogue later on gets an ability to be able to, roll like with advantage, kind of afterwards. But anyways, he's going to try to attack you, G, which is 3 dice. 2 skulls. Roll your defense, G.
Boy.
And he's a green skin,
orc,
so
not a goblin. Dang.
yeah, it's an orc. Yeah. 1 shield, so you take 1 damage. I'll apply it for you. Back down to 4 again. And that is it for his turn, of course. So that was your action to search. Back to Justin, yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and try to attack with my staff, with my awesome 1 dice. Hey, I might hit him.
And, well, it might kill him. He's only got 1 hit point. Yeah. No, 2 white dice. He's dead. All right.
Hey,
What's going on
thanks
down
for the
there?
staff, buddy.
Your turn, Justin.
I'm going to, I'm actually going to, because I can't search, but I'm going to go ahead and roll for movement. I still want to search this room, though.
Sure.
So I'm just going to hang out. Blump, blump, blump.
All right.
I'm going to hang out right there.
Then we come back to the rogue.
Don't you get to attack?
I don't have any monsters. They killed the wandering monster.
Oh.
You guys don't have to. We can still try to find a treasure chest in here, guys.
And I should have stayed in there.
9.
Remember, you guys can always, if you find monsters, you can always run away. It's not like D&D where they get like, okay, well, they're going to set a trap for us now.
Yeah, there's no opportunity attacks, and I mean they will follow you. Like if as long as basically if I can move them, then I do get to. Yeah. Well, no, I mean they have a set movement, so you might be able to outrun them too. Some of them are slower than others.
Search for traps.
No traps. Dwarf turn.
I will keep going.
You're breathing right in the mic, G.
Wait, did we already go in this room?
Yes.
Yeah.
If the door is open,
Okay.
then we've already been in it.
Yeah, basically. Doors are always closed to start unless there's a special thing. I'll let you know. But
Oh, good logic. Okay.
yep. Any actions?
I check for traps.
No traps.
I did.
Oh.
She's got a couple squares further
Check
south
for
from you.
treasure?
But yeah. Well, no treasure
Is there
either.
treasure in the hallway?
Yeah, I found some treasure. in the
There
hallway.
can be. Yeah, there can be. There's
I mean, there was art in the hallway, so who knows?
Yeah, Justin found a box of jewels under a boot.
Yeah, boom.
Ben's turn.
Check for treasure. Check for treasure.
See if you can spawn another wandering monster, G.
Yep.
It's okay, I got staff now, so. Defense. Big money,
Yeah, I'll
big
check
money,
you.
no whammies, no whammies.
Go ahead and click the roll.
Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Do it!
Yay! Shit.
Dang!
Okay, I gotta fix that. Go ahead, G. You get it. I'm not going to take it away. It's supposed to be that the potions and the gem, maybe I forget. The potions at least are supposed to only be once. Like once you've rolled it on this quest, that they'd be basically you would throw that because remember it was just a stack of cards that you would just take that card and give it to the player, and therefore it couldn't be drawn again. Does that make sense?
This is a different type of
then
potion.
give it to somebody else then.
No, go ahead. It's fine.
No, he already has that.
I already-
Yeah, we can give it to somebody else.
Wait,
That's the way it should be.
I'll
Did we
tell you
already
that you can give it to
find one
Justin if you
heroic
want. Yeah, Ben got one earlier,
oh, jeez.
but I'm not going to
Yeah.
tell you that you can't have it. So if you want Justin to have it, that's fine.
Yeah, well, I'll just do that then. So we'll just say that, I guess he rolled for that instead.
For me?
I mean, honestly, it's extra amusing for me if you give it to Justin because what that does is
Got
like. Go ahead and
Mine
read it,
now.
Justin, just so you see how
Mine.
awesome that is for you. It is your turn, by the way.
Oh, that's fucking stupid. I'm gonna give this away to someone else.
But
That's
you can
why-
give it. Yeah,
no.
you can sell it. You guys remember, you guys can sell shit when you get
Yeah.
back to the armory between quests too. So
I mean, it's pretty cool.
it's just it's great for everybody except for the wizard.
What is it?
Yeah,
It lets you attack
basically lets you
twice.
attack twice, but
Yeah.
my attack is 1. So
Yeah, his attack is garbage, so it's
Yeah.
like totally worthless for the wizard, but great for everybody else.
So it
You
doesn't
give
let
it to a
cast yourself,
barbarian.
doesn't specify that?
Yeah, it's not a whole other action or anything. No, it's just lets
Yeah,
you
I
attack
think
twice.
the rogue. I think the rogue actually has the best attack out of all of us.
Like the odds of it proccing are really low. It's an 8% chance, 7.8 or something like that chance of it proccing, but she has a chance of
Proccing.
getting to attack a second twice. Firing. A proc is when something happens procedurally. This happens. It's an if then. If it's a trigger, if something happens, it'll trigger this.
Yeah, so if I get 2 black shields on an attack roll, I get a free attack.
A second attack, yeah.
Yeah.
It can only happen once, but yeah. And keep that in mind
Per
too,
turn.
Becky. That's it's only once per turn. But keep in mind, Becky,
How do you
that's
spell
what proc? PROC.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Just stands for procedure, like this, then this. But anyways, Becky, the thing to keep in mind too is that 2 black shields, it's pretty hard to get that on only 2 dice. But if you pick up a longsword and have 3 dice, your odds go up by a lot. Does that make sense? Yeah. So the higher you can get your dice, the better, because your odds go up dramatically then.
But I also haven't found any treasure. I fell through the floor.
Yeah, I mean, you could just keep falling through floors. It's fine with me. I get enjoyment out of that too. What you doing, Justin?
I am, now that this has been found, I'm going to roll my dice. And I'm going to move.
Is that a gaming word?
1, 2,
Yeah, it's
3,
a gaming
4,
term.
5, 6,
It's
7,
technically
8.
not really. It's actually a coding word. It's from
City
coding
of
languages.
Heroes is what came up.
I mean, I'm not familiar with City of Heroes. It's a common gaming term in general, but really it actually comes from coding when you code an if then else statement technically. But it's basically when these certain circumstances occur, then this will happen. So procedurally, you follow the procedure and hence proc. So technically, it's a coding term, which then became a gaming term because video games are just code.
Hey, dwarf. I'm going to give you a heroic brew. Here, this is yours now.
Things. A heroic brew, thank you.
Actually, no. You know what? I don't know if you're going to be playing with us. You're probably not going to be playing with us a lot. And if we're going to keep these characters, I'm going to hold on.
Are you
man.
disinviting me from future
Yeah, no. I
games?
took no, just in case. Just in case.
Okay,
Am I
so hang on.
terrible to
Let
play
me.
with?
So
No, you're
Justin,
fine.
so keep in mind, like generally the idea, the plan is for this is that on our normal D&D nights, if somebody can't make it, like for example on the 24th, Sako can't make it, so I wanted to have something that we could still play that wouldn't, delay the story, right? I figured we can play this instead. But if Leah's perfectly welcome to join and play, I don't mind. So she wants to play on those same nights. I mean, if you're already at home playing D&D anyways, normally, if she would be there, then she's welcome to join, even though she doesn't normally play our D&D game. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Poor
you get it.
people, though.
It didn't matter.
So
no, I actually
wouldn't
made
you normally-
the
wouldn't you
reason
normally
that
have Fox.
we would normally have either Fox or Sako also. Basically, we would normally have 4, right? So if 5 rather. We normally have.
I'm probably not going to ever want to play on Saturday nights because I really like having the house to myself while Justin plays the game.
It's fun. Doesn't
It's
matter. The
lovely.
point is,
It really is.
I actually made the 2 extra because the regular game only has 4
What's
characters.
really funny is if I just tell her she's not going to play, then she'll play. she won't let me make that decision.
Yes, he is also very
fair.
correct in
That's
that.
fair. But anyways, the point is though was that the normal game only has 4, but I knew that there would be times at least when we would have potentially 5 or up to 6. So that's why I added the 2 expansion characters into the game as well. So there's actually I can play with up to 6 players. So
Long
I
story
really-
short, I'm not offended if you give it to someone else.
I really enjoy having Leah here. It's nice having another woman that just randomly runs up and starts opening random doors. It's nice.
instead of Fox who like is timid until it's murdering time.
Yes.
I
I'm
will
gonna slip
open
behind
all the doors. I will do the things.
All right.
Oh shit, my turn. Okay. Ugh.
Ooh, rogue it up.
Or is that just a broken one?
Okay, no. So those I actually I was going to block them so that you guys couldn't even see those, but those are extremely nostalgic for me. Those were that's literally a picture of the itty bitty little cardboard tiles that you would use to block off the sections of the board to tell the players that this is all blackout area. There's nothing back there. It's just a wall.
Come
Great.
across your guys' baby pictures.
7.
I mean, for no kidding though, like Ben and I, we played this quite a bit, but it was just I don't know. This was really really fun for.
I'm waiting for that, and this is Ben and I when we were 5 years old.
I mean, there's no real. I think I have maybe 2 kid pictures of me. Like that's about it. I don't have many.
It,
All right.
Check for traps.
Nothing in that corner.
Great. That's it.
Dwarf turn.
see what all this nostalgia's about, so I guess I better head up there. Gosh,
It was really nothing exciting. Oh, you know what? Actually, here, you guys couldn't see the tile. I just realized what she was talking about. Here, I'm going to delete this wall section. There you go.
Yeah,
Do you
there's
see
like
those?
a part of a wall that's like not there.
Do you see those kind of stained brown, like coffee stain looking wall pieces?
Yeah.
So that's what those were. Those were itty bitty little square cardboard tiles, and that's what you would use to. I just made another wall there, so it just stops there. But anyways, you would just use those to block. They were just little physical pieces you would put on the board to block these off, and which would tell the players this is the end of this area or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's not too cool. So
Oh, it really wasn't. It wasn't relevant to anything. Just Becky had asked, so that's fine. I mentioned it.
Well, like the end, like just the wall just ended, so I was like, shit, can I go up that way?
Yeah, that it would look differently. Exactly. Yeah, because what that's supposed to be is that would be the hallway, just like you see these other hallways, these corridors that you guys have gone through. That's what would be there. Is you would just go up the hallway, but you would use those to, tell the players this is the end of the hallway, essentially. Any actions, Leah?
We'll check for traps.
Becky, just check for traps. There are none in that corner.
We'll check for secret doors.
No secret doors. All right, off to bed.
For treasure.
Come on, Ben. We gotta catch up to these ladies.
Hey,
There we go.
starting to roll
There
better.
we go.
They're probably still way behind us.
You can go past me.
They went this way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then up.
Okay.
Which way did they go, George? Which way did they go?
All right.
We're
And I'm
just
guessing
going
they already
behind.
searched this area.
Yep, that area's been searched a couple times.
Alright, then that is it.
All right.
It's fine. The women are the badasses in this
Bop,
group.
bop, 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 bop.
I mean, it's probably just like real life, right?
All right.
Exactly.
Back to the rogue.
Yep, back to the road.
Oh shit.
We were close to you guys the other day. We were up in Northern California. We should have just gone a little bit further to visit you.
Oh, it's like still 4 more hours.
Well, you guys,
We're gonna pop open this door. Oh! Wow.
What is that?
So in that room, there is a very large gargoyle-looking creature, which you have been
That's what we're supposed to
instructed
kill.
is the creature you've been set to kill, Varag. There is an orc, a chaos warrior, which you haven't seen yet, are also very tough, and another orc in the corner, as well as a treasure chest, a throne, a table, and a fireplace.
Don't worry, guys. I've got a staff.
4, 5, 6, and we're just gonna hit this dude.
All right. One skull. He has 4 shield or 4 defense dice,
Oh no.
which he didn't block any of them, so he still takes 1 damage.
Yay.
He's still very much alive.
Fuck.
All right, that brings us to the dwarf.
No. Okay, so
Remember,
I
you.
will try
yeah.
to get there. What? Remember? I have what?
No, nothing. Never mind.
You still
You
have
gave me the
stone-
hero thing.
You still
right?
have
Is
rock
that-
skin. Yeah, you still have rock skin.
Yes. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so let me orient myself to this room a little bit. I have 1 more movement. There seems to be a lot of things going on in here.
Yep.
I'm to your south.
I'm trying to.
Yeah. So the one that's directly to the bottom left of you, that's Becky. Then
Remember,
there's
if we're in a hallway, they can only attack 1 at a time, too. Heads up.
Oh, like you want us to pull them out?
No. I'm just letting you know how the game probably works, is my guess. Unless they have some sort of.
it
weird
does,
stuff.
but remember,
Yeah.
Justin, though, that also leads to the kind of boring situation where only one person can do anything.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's too
I'm
late.
gonna
I'm already
attack
in the
this
room.
guy right up here.
It might be safer. It might just not be as fun. Maybe that's all. Okay.
Boo.
Attacking him. That is 1 skull, so he's got 2 defense dice. No black skulls. He's dead. Orcs only have 1 hit point.
Alright.
Over the rock to Bucky. Found the dude we're supposed to find.
over the psychic connection.
Yep.
Your turn, G.
okay.
Go south.
Wait, go south? Is that a thing?
Well, I said I was going up and around the corner. And then,
Well,
south.
you would have seen down the hallway. It looks like it connects back. It's a
Well,
big
we're
loop around
supposed
this
to,
door.
because we would normally be able to see what you see right now. So
Yeah. So this is a big circle around this, and the door's on the right side. So either direction, if you're going into that room, either direction will be equal
okay.
to get there.
Got it. They're that far away?
Yeah.
Jeez.
The center, basically directly across from you, except all the way around was the door, and
Ugh.
they're just inside the door on the other side. That it, G?
Yeah.
All right.
No,
Wizard's
you
turn.
have 2 more movement.
Oh, god damn it! Wait. Yeah, you had 8, G.
Yeah.
Oh.
You have 2 more.
Okay.
Justin.
I cast Swift Wind on myself,
Okay.
which gives me 4 dice rolls instead of 2.
Nice. So 10 movement?
Or 10 movement. Still fucking shit.
For 4 dice, that is pretty
4,
shit.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay.
That's fucking terrible.
You know what you could have done there?
And I do... What?
You could have done your walk through wall. No, you could have done your walk through walls and jumped to the other side of the wall.
Oh, well.
But you would have been right in the middle of the bad guys, though, which probably would have been risky for you, too. So.
Yeah, I guess I'll just stay here.
Okay.
I live and learn.
All right, that brings me to the bad guys, and this is the cool ones. I get to do something. All right, Chaos Warrior is going to attack the rogue. He gets 4 attack dice.
I heard one of them's dead already, right?
God damn it! Yeah, one of the orcs is dead. The orcs only have 1 hit point.
Cool.
There's 2 orcs, a Chaos Warrior, and the Gargoyle, which is the big boss.
Cool.
But only 1 skull. Can you call him what?
The Gargoyle, Goliath.
Like the
Demona?
cartoon.
Vergath.
All right.
Brooklyn?
Blocked, so no damage done from the Chaos Warrior. He is going
Nice.
to 1, 2. Oh wait, what's his movement? 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
He ran away. Little bitch.
I figured it would be fun. You know what? No, that's kind of mean because Justin won't be able to kill him, and he can't get through him. He has too much hit points. That's too mean. I thought it'd be fun, but I don't want to kill Justin's character twice.
Murder the shit out of him. Murder the shit out of him.
Kill 2 of Justin's character in a week.
He's not invested.
Is this what happens when he turns a boat into a mimic and kills you? You just kill him every game afterwards?
No, fuck it.
Turns into anti-Justin PvP.
Bring it right now. I've got it.
He's going to come around to here, actually. There. But he already attacked, so that's it for his turn.
So if you're curious, I still have 1 more attack spell. It's just really powerful. I didn't want to use it on weak little bitches.
Good, yeah. I figured you had to, because there was only 2... Yeah, you only had 2. The genie one, right?
Yeah, I got the genie one.
Yeah, that's a good one. All right, Orc is going to attack the rogue, which is 3 attack dice. 2 skulls.
2. Hey, 2 shields.
God damn.
Yeah.
And you didn't even use her special either. And then the gargoyle, and the gargoyle gets 5. 5 dice against the rogue. And I actually have to type it.
Bring him after me.
Against the dwarf, sorry, not against the dwarf. I mean, 2 skulls.
And you get 3 defense dice still.
Yeah, with 3 defense dice still. Yeah.
Whoa! Come on, 2 shields, 2 shields.
You fall. God damn it.
Oh yeah!
I can't even break the fucking rock skin off of her. I gotta make these guys tougher.
You think the dice are supposed to be, but your reaction is wrong every time.
Every time, for some reason, I see the skull on your roll. I'm like, oh wait.
Keeps making me second guess my wins.
Yeah, it's not bad. All right,
back to the rogue.
Is it me?
Nope, back to the rogue.
Oh no, not me yet.
Is it? Oh shit. Okay. I guess I'll hit the guy to the south.
Okay. 2, and he gets 2 defense dice. He did not defend any of them, so he's dead.
Sweet.
Any movement?
I'm not gonna get the
Jeremy, you
I'm just
suck
gonna
at this
turn
game.
around.
Yeah, really. Yeah, my dice rolls suck. Any movement, Becky?
Oh yeah. Nope. I'm just turning around for the next guy.
All right, and back to the dwarf.
I'm going to attack Goliath.
Okay.
Oh wait, I don't know why I put that one.
Well, you can just
Fine.
keep that.
Guess you
as
wanna
a
move
movement
afterwards.
if you need to use it.
All right, 1 skull. He has 5 defense dice.
Of course he does.
God damn it. I had her targeted, but still, no. He has 5 dice. He didn't defend a single point.
1 black shield.
-1 hit point.
Are the-
I don't
are
need
the
to
boys-
move anywhere. I'm actually good.
We're just gonna kill these guys off before you guys get in
Yeah,
here.
it's fine. I don't need to move anywhere.
All right. Then that brings us to Ben. Seven.
Can't believe with 4 dice I still just got 10. Don't you block that fucking doorway?
Yeah.
Like, I want to do
So,
something.
yeah,
Well, Ben can't attack diagonally. So Ben, if you go in one and then down one, you'd still be in the room and able to see them as far as your spells go.
And remember, we get our spells back after the thing if you've got anyone.
Oh no, sorry, Ben. You could. Okay, I forgot the Chaos Warrior. You could hit the Chaos Warrior. Yeah, Ben. Do you want? Yeah, if you want to stay there, you can still see both of them if you have a spell you want to use.
Yep.
No, not yet. I need to line of sight him. So.
You have line of sight on both of them.
Well, I know, but
You mean in a line?
Yeah,
for
in a
Sunbeam?
line. Yeah.
Okay. Then you could go, because they're probably going to survive for a little bit longer at least. If you go, does Sunbeam block at Heroes? Whoops, I didn't mean to close that door.
No, I don't think it even affects them.
No, but okay, I'm going to click it for you. You can just click the stuff so that we can actually see it, so that everybody can see it in the chat there. It makes it easier for everybody. All right, Sunbeam, enemy creatures caught in it, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't specify. So for that line would be the general rules, I guess. I don't think it would. I think as far as that one, because there's only a couple of line effects, I would say that one would still be able to go through heroes. So if you go in and got around to the bottom of the rogue, which you can just barely make, then you could still... What's that?
Because it just says all enemy creatures. It doesn't say anything about
Yeah,
heroes.
exactly. It's not going to hurt the heroes, so...
Okay.
Do you have 2 or 3 movement? Because if you're there, I can move through you and go up to the door and still hit this guy.
Well, he has enough to go down and then to the left, so he would still have a line. It would just go through the rogue, which it won't hurt you anyway, so it doesn't matter.
So that's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Okay.
You're going to cast Sunbeam then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hang on.
Motherfucker.
If the result is a white shield, add 1 to all affected creatures. If it's does 1 body point automatically. You didn't roll a white shield, so it's not 1 there. So it's just 1 damage to both of them, though. Yeah. But it's still 1 damage to each of them. The gargoyle has 1 hit point left. Chaos warrior has 1 hit point left.
Sweet.
All right, Justin.
I rolled a 3 on my movement.
Oh shit, poor Justin. I swear, like Leah, the.
But I can get to the door and I can see all the things. So
yeah, you do have line of sight now. Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Tempest on the big
Tempest?
gargoyle motherfucker. I'm sorry, not Tempest. I already used Tempest. I meant
Blood on my
Genie.
head.
Yep.
Yeah.
Guess what?
I'm gonna cast Genie on the big gargoyle motherfucker.
All right.
And
For the
it's
attack,
5
then?
combat dice for an attack.
So how you do this, because I didn't put macros, you guys probably won't need those too often. How you actually type, or the macros that I made to set all this stuff up is /HQ space 5H. Justin.
/HQ.
Yeah, /HQ. It's slash command for HeroQuest.
You know, I could also just click the
dice.
4 and the 1.
Yeah, that's fine. You can do that too. Yeah.
Are you
So
shitting me?
Well, he only has 1 hit point left, so if he doesn't defend, he does have 5 defense dice, though.
Yeah, he's got 5 defense dice.
And he got no black skulls.
Boom!
Bye-bye.
The creature you were sent in here to kill, the quest monster, is dead.
We're getting that treasure. We gotta kill this other motherfucker and get that treasure.
All right. That's if your turn, though, right?
That's all I can do. Yeah, it's movement and action.
All right. Then we are back to the Chaos Warrior, who is going to try to get this damn rock skin off. They don't have like self-preservation. I'm not gonna have them like try to,
Run
the way that
away.
we play in D&D, where they try to run to save their lives and things like that. That's kind of, 4 attack dice, 5 attack dice. Sorry, no 4. H. It is 2 skulls. Leah.
Oh shit!
Uh-oh.
Leah might actually take a point. Oh, she took a point.
Yep, took us a point. So 1 point of damage, and the rock shield is off. Does the rock shield absorb any, or just gives it? Yeah, just a defense dice. That's right.
So you took 1 point of damage.
All right.
Oh man, at the end, I lost a point.
Oh.
There's still, you guys haven't. Well,
I know there's more.
There's still,
rooms.
there still could be other things.
Wait, there's more. Wait,
But
I get to move.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
I don't get to move.
No, it wasn't your turn yet.
It wasn't my turn.
Yeah. Back to Becky.
Gotcha.
Alright, so I guess I'll check for traps.
Okay.
You're not gonna attack
there
this
are-
fucker?
Isn't Dude still alive?
Yeah, the Chaos Warrior's still alive.
shit.
Kill him!
Oh yeah, I guess you couldn't check for traps anyways. Yeah.
Nope. Yep. Sorry, movement. There we go.
Well, you can't really roll one less than 1, so 2 skulls. Becky's rolling on fire.
She really is.
That
love this
is
rogue.
4 defense dice.
I'm fine.
No defense. Jesus. And I'm rolling no fucking black skulls, like, ever.
Yeah.
I might have rolled like 3 when it mattered. Okay, he's dead. That brings us to the dwarf.
This motherfucker.
Check for traps.
I
Yeah.
don't- Oh wait,
traps.
he's gone.
Yeah, he's dead.
Dead?
The traps haven't been checked for yet.
Check for traps.
All right, there are. Let's see. There are no traps in this room.
What?
No traps.
Looks
That
like
are trapped anywhere.
Ben's turn.
Claire's gonna get some treasure.
Treasure search.
Is there
Search for treasure?
So there's a treasure chest in this room. Is that separate from the normal treasure search? Or
No,
just-
so when you search for, this is what I was explaining earlier.
Yeah.
When there is like quest treasure in the room, you don't roll at all. You just get what the actual treasure is for the room. Which basically, so in the game, there's notes for each room, and if the room has treasure, then you get what that actually is. If there is none, then you just roll on the table,
so
and that's where
there's
you get one of the cards.
There's no other treasure. Just
There is no rolling. Yeah, there's no point in rolling any on this one. In that chest is 125 gold.
You.
Ooh.
I'll go ahead and add it for you here, G. You already had 159, even after buying the plus 159,
We can split stuff up. I don't care
284.
if you guys want to do it that way.
I mean, you got so that sounds like a lot, but Leah's got a shit ton. She's got she's running around jingling like Pogo used to.
Yep,
All right.
his rogue fell through the floor and hasn't found shit.
All right. Since you guys have found everything.
Oh,
in
Ben,
there,
did you want to move, G?
Yeah, get GTFO.
You searched the room, so you can leave now. You can walk out. There's still one more room you guys haven't looked at yet.
Okay. Did I roll movement yet?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay. And down, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now you guys.
Honest to
Well,
God,
I mean,
I do not remember where the other doorway is. I feel like we saw it, but I don't remember where it is.
you're right around the corner. It's not far.
Okay.
And then you guys, I mean, but basically, if you guys clear the whole floor, you can just, we'll just say that it's over because you don't really need to roll to walk back to the stairs. But normally the quest would end when you get back to the stairs. But if there's no other hazards or something, then it isn't an issue. Okay. All right. Then that brings us to the wizard. Oops, sorry, Justin. I skipped your turn there on accident.
All right. I'm glad I was able to help everyone with that big ol'.
You did kill him, though.
Yeah.
Great.
All right.
All right. Back to the
it's my
rogue.
turn.
Alrighty.
Is it
let's
south of
go.
this? Is this south down?
It's
the
literally,
hallway?
yeah, it's straight
Okay.
south of you right now. Yeah, Justin. 11.
2.
Is anyone hurt on my next turn? I'm gonna heal anyone who's hurt at all.
Everybody heals
Okay.
between the quests, anyways. But
11.
yeah.
Hey,
Alright, that's
Rogue.
as far as I go, and fuck it, I'm opening the door.
Okay.
Rogue, do you have all your hit points, or are you down any?
Me?
Yeah.
She's down 1. Yeah, she's down 1.
All right.
You don't see the health bars on the carousel, guys, when you mouse over it.
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right, I'll see if I can fix that.
I'm down 2.
Alright, there's 2 bad guys in here.
And another chest.
Are they like bad guys or like bad guys?
Big
Chaos
bad
Warriors.
guys. Yeah, Chaos Warriors.
Oh, Chaos Warriors, cool.
Yep. All right, to the dwarf.
I mean, they're not as bad as the.
Go
ultimate
fucking
bad
get
guys.
them. Did you? Hey,
I can't land on
No.
top of you guys, so.
I'm stuck
stop
in the
there.
doorway.
Okay.
you're stuck in the
Yeah, I
doorway. Hey, good news
Yep.
is I will heal you on the next turn.
Yeah, you'll be a rogue tank. You just
Yep.
stand there getting hit.
Well, I do have this awesome hidden dagger ability, so
Cool.
it's probably best if I'm in the door.
Leah, do anything in the corner?
I think that's as far as she could get.
I'm gonna
without
take
stepping
a
on us.
pee.
All right. Ben's turn. Ah, shit. Well, I guess we're stuck there.
Oh, we're
Yeah.
waiting here.
Yeah. Off to the wizard.
Anything else? You just okay?
Yeah, I mean, is there anything you want to do in the hallway, G? You guys have already searched that hallway before, so.
Okay, I'm good.
3, 4, and you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I will hang out right. Actually, I'm gonna go a little bit. So I will go right here,
Okay.
and then I will cast. Already cast Courage. I can see one of them, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Sleep on the one furthest in.
Straight back.
Yeah, straight back.
What does he do?
Puts one monster into a deep sleep so it cannot move, attack, or defend itself. The sleep spell can be broken at once or on a future turn by the monster if rolling a red die for each of its mind points.
Okay.
So if a 6 is rolled, the spell is broken.
He has
May not be
3
used.
mind points, so it'll be
Damn it.
3d6.
Ooh.
Chaos Warriors are actually tough. They're basically that and the gargoyle.
Oh,
Damn it!
Oh, but and the last time you did something, I rolled 2d6. Or I think I got 2 6s,
Yeah.
didn't I?
Yep.
Yep.
Jesus.
I haven't.
All right.
Any of the ones that require 5 or 6, I haven't hit with. Not a single one.
I think
it's okay.
those need to, because the thing is when it's a 5 or a 6, it's a 33% chance of failure, and that doesn't feel good as far as the spells are concerned. I think I'll down tune that a little bit.
Well,
Because it takes your whole turn, and then you don't like a spell that you only get to cast once. It shouldn't be a 33%
I do have
chance to fail.
2 healing spells though, so that's big.
Yeah, I mean,
And I can cast sleep. I'm sure there's like something that's not as like.
oh well, okay. So for an example, by the way, all the undeads have 0 mind, so it would automatically succeed there, unless it says does it not work on undead?
On mummies, zombies,
I'll
or
be
skeletons.
Okay. All right. Most of the creatures have basically these guys are the smartest ones in here, and then like a big boss, and that's basically it. So,
All right.
Oh well, hang on. Now it would be their turn, so they can't move through the rogue, so he will have to move in.
And only one of them can attack you too.
Yeah. Oop, damn it! I didn't mean to close the door.
Bring
4
it.
attack dice. 3 skulls.
Hey. Looks like a good
Black
skill.
skills. Black skulls are white skulls for you.
White shields. Yep. So I
Black
hit
shields?
2. Yeah.
So you
2
you
white
block
shields.
2 of them, so you still take 1 damage, and that's it.
That's fine.
So
I'm
sad.
only down by 2.
And the other guy can't attack you. So, well, it's actually your turn now, Becky.
Awesome. Let's hit this guy.
2 skulls, Jesus. And 4 defense.
How? 2 skulls?
1
in
black
that?
skull. He did 1 damage to him.
Fine.
Still.
And oh no, I can't move through bad guys. So I'm just gonna move 1 south.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. That brings us to the dwarf. Leah said she'd
Hey,
be right
Leah.
back.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna pee real quick.
All right.
That's fine.
We're just about done, anyways, guys. We'll be wrapping up here shortly. This takes longer than. Well, I guess we did. I probably spent an hour or so going over how to set up things and how to use it.
Yeah, and questions in between. And
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. Your turn, Leah.
Justin passed me in the hallway and said I have to go in the doorway and attack that fucker.
You can try. The doorway's kind of like 3
Yeah, he
ways
is blocking the doorway now, but
Let's see what I can do.
I mean, you can just kind of like stand there and wait. If you can make it there.
yeah, that's just enough. It'd be
1, 2,
1 extra square that you won't need. And then he's right in the doorway.
Okay,
But
I
then
like
you're
that.
stuck there.
That's fine.
2 skulls with 4 defense. 1 blocked, which means he still has 1 hit point left. He did 1 damage to him.
Okay.
Okay, that brings us to the cleric. What you doing, Holmes?
I think you're still muted.
Oh, okay.
There you
Can I even get through? No, those monsters blocking that.
Yep.
Okay. Then I
Justin,
will
our
be
house
doing-
is cold. Will you turn the air up?
The AC's not on. You want me to turn the heat on?
Yeah, it's really cold.
Alexa, turn the heat on.
I could have done that.
Probably.
You guys' house is so much smarter than ours.
No, Justin is so much smarter than.
All right. Did you attack that fucker?
Leah did, yeah.
Oh,
I
Leah
don't
did?
think
All right.
This is not a me thing.
All right. I'm gonna just go ahead and fucking use the heal body spell on the rogue,
Okay.
and so up to 4.
Up
So
to
you're
4,
back
but
to
not
full.
more than its starting number, so rogue is back to full.
Did the rogue get attacked?
And
Earlier, yeah.
now I get a 10.
Yeah, really.
1, 2,
When you're already
3,
there.
4, 5.
The stairs are to the
6.
southwest to leave.
Oh, southwest?
Yeah,
Oh.
down the hallway to the left.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, I'm gonna hang out. I'll hang out right here in case I need to heal anybody.
Okay.
All right. My turn's
turn.
Over.
4 attack dice against the
I lied.
dwarf.
I want to be able to see stuff.
1 skull. Yeah.
So you only get 2 defense dice this time.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, your normal shield now. Yay!
Way to rub
Oh,
it
shit.
in.
Well, hey, I've got another healing spell. Although
one more damage onto the dwarf.
this actually has a chance to be really bad.
No, it doesn't.
It's tutorial level.
Oh wait, what's happening? happening? Oh.
But
Did you move the guy out to let the other guy attack, or no?
you can't.
Oh.
Oh wait. Oh shit.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, they actually can because
Yeah,
I
they
had
get
him
two.
attack. He could move. The other guy could move into his place and then
That's
attack.
why I can
Damn
do
it,
that.
Justin, that's twice.
Hey, I'm just
And that
playing
one's
by the
two
rules.
Sleeping on the
skulls.
couch tonight.
So roll two defense. Roll two defense dice.
Your shield icon will work for that one, Leah.
Yeah.
Since you don't have the spell anymore.
So you only
Alright,
take one more hit point.
One more damage.
So what are you at? I'll heal you back up.
Whittling you down. Down to
It's okay,
3
I can
points.
heal you up on the
Seriously,
next
there's 2 separate times in this game that he has brought that to attention.
I'm the imposter, guys. I'm the imposter in this game. Well, if you guys die, I'm gonna take your shit, right? Is that what it is?
No, the guest
actually,
room
yeah.
hasn't been slept in a while, so we warmed that bed up.
All right. Back to the rogue.
Right. Well, I can't do shit until people are out of the way.
Yeah, the
And I
door's
can't-
locked at the moment. So
I
make
Let's-
can't
it-
let's-
hold my
all-
action.
Yeah, let's all pull back towards the main area. Oh wait, no, we gotta go get a treasure.
Wait, here, let me roll my thing, even though I can't roll more than a 1, so I'm just gonna move back 1.
Okay.
Wait, hang on. There we go.
All right.
And next.
Up to the dwarf.
All
Alright,
right,
I will-
attack,
I will
and then I'll heal you.
Back and move back.
Okay. No damage.
Doesn't matter.
Nope.
And then I will move back.
I keep doing that too. I keep clicking the door on accident. Slamming the door in their face. All right. Off to the cleric.
Get in them guts.
You're muted.
He's lighting up. Okay, there you go. Oh, his actual headset was muted. Okay. Yeah, not
Yeah,
muted
he
in
is.
Discord, but his headphones.
Picking up off of me.
Is that still a bad guy right there on the other side of the door?
Yep.
There's two.
Okay.
But if you move into the doorway and then
door.
hit him, it'll block the door. Yeah. Do you have a line of sight you want to hit him with?
No, I just have defensive stuff left, so. Okay,
Okay.
that wasn't so I'm just getting out of
The,
the
the,
way.
the actual exit is to the south. It doesn't really matter once you kill these guys or loot the room or whatever, though.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna get out of the way then.
Okay.
Make room for
So
me
you
to
can
All right.
run
Then that
away
brings
if
us.
you want.
Probably a good
Yeah.
time
Yeah.
to use any defensive spells you have, though. Just
You guys did finish the quest already. So the only thing
Yeah.
left is just you can kill these two guys just to get the treasure chest that's in the room, but that's all. Otherwise, you can end the quest anytime.
Okay.
What are you doing, Justin?
casting water of healing on the dwarf,
Okay.
so you're back up to full hit
If
points.
you think that forgives you,
And then I'm going to move back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Over here.
All right.
I
And
should probably. Yeah, I'll go right there.
Okay.
And my turn.
Now it is
So you guys
these
are-
guys. These guys get to go now, and now that they're not stuck in the doorway, one is going to run up to the cleric to attack the cleric, which is 4. Ooh, shit. Well, 3 skulls.
Ooh.
Or Ben gets 3 defense dice. So Ben, your defense shield, I already made the macro for you, so it's just your little defense 3.
If he hits me, I'll use a divine intervention since I didn't end up using it on Leah.
Okay. It would be one
I'll
damage done to you. You're just going to take the 1 damage. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. And the other one is going to go out the door and attack the rogue.
Bring it.
2 skulls.
Alright.
I want to actually do damage to the rogue here. The rogue keeps fucking blocking it all. All right. Takes 1 damage.
That's fine.
And that is back to the rogue.
Sweet. Let's attack this guy in front of me.
Okay. Nothing.
Wait.
Gonna move.
Wait. What is my thing?
2 black skulls.
There's 2. No, there's 2 things for attacking. You need black shields. If you. Both are black shields.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, the attack
This
stuff
is
is all
rare,
black shields.
'cause they're-
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stay right here.
Okay. Off to the dwarf.
Alright, let's attack this guy.
If you wanted to be a complete asshole, technically the way that the rules are written, as long as you can't see a monster, you can search. You could run in the room around the corner, hide in the corner, and then search through if you wanted to, instead of killing these monsters. Up to you guys.
That'd be awesome.
That's a little bit of a kelpish thing to do. Go running to
Wait,
loot
you
instead of
do
a.
it.
I will attack.
Okay.
Okay, go. Which one of you guys is in more danger?
Probably cleric.
Okay.
He's taking a little
I'm
bit more
good.
damage, yeah.
Yeah.
1 damage, and he's got 4 defense dice. He blocked 1. No damage.
Okay. This is all.
Cleric's turn.
Kill these fuckers.
Okay.
He says from the hallway.
Hiding.
Yeah, that wasn't. You didn't hear him directly. That was actually the echo that you heard, from echoing down the hall.
Over the Rocky Talkie.
Yeah, yeah. There you go.
Okay, so I'm going to try to hit Chaos Warrior next to me with my sword.
Okay. No damage.
Man, we need better weapons.
I know.
Yeah, it's kind of starter gear still, obviously, but you should have a good amount of gold here, so hopefully you guys can buy some upgrades or something. All right, it is up to the wizard.
All right, let's see what I get on my dice roll here.
Isn't it the first guy through the stairs thing, or is it everyone through the stairs gets?
For this quest, the gold is
Sir.
split.
Where
Everybody
are we?
gets the gold split. The quest reward gold. As far as the stuff you looted, that's up to you on what you guys want to trade.
All right, I'm gonna go here.
I was just imagining
and-
Pogo and thinking he's running off.
Yeah, that's why he's running for the stairs so that he can get the quest reward before everybody else. I don't know what happened. I think rocks fall. I think they're probably dead. You should just give it all to me.
I don't know if they're coming.
Let's see here. There's something else I want to hear, include yourself. Next move. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Veil of Mist on myself
Okay.
so that I am invisible.
Move on singing through spaces that are occupied by monsters.
Yeah. So I was gonna do that at the beginning of my turn, and then I'm just gonna. I only rolled a 4 on movement, so I was just gonna go up here.
Okay. All right,
And
that if your
that's the
turn.
end of my turn. Yep.
All right, up to the monster then. The Chaos Warrior is going to attack the rogue here with 4. 2 skulls, Becky.
All right.
Black
I
skulls
got
or
a
white
white
skulls?
skull. Yep.
Black skulls. Okay, so 1 damage.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna have you guys start doing your own health next time too. It's the same
Cool.
as D&D. So, all right. And the other one is going to attack the dwarf. 2 skulls, Leah. 1 white, so 1 more damage to the dwarf.
I can
Up to the
kill
cleric,
these
G.
guys.
No, that's me.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
The rogue.
Wait. Hang on.
Whoa.
Black skull is white skull. Black skull is skull. Black shield is skull, rather.
Black shield is.
Any black shields rolled as if they are skulls.
Right. So 1 damage to him, unless he can block it, and he did. Got 1. Now all of a sudden, I can finally when I get to
On
roll
the
4
last
dice at once, I
battle.
finally get him. Yeah.
Damn it. All right,
All right.
I'll just stay where
All
I
right.
am.
Okay. Dwarf.
Murder.
All right. 1 damage, 4 defense, and a black skull. You gonna move?
Wait.
Yeah, do you wanna move?
Yeah, I'm gonna move.
Okay.
I'm gonna move into the room.
All right. If you guys get the treasure and just run out, I mean, you kind of
Yeah.
could.
You don't get
Although
anything
they
extra from
can,
killing
they
these
can.
guys.
Remember though, if one of them gets in that single hallway there, they'll be stuck. They won't be able to get through. So, you attacking the Chaos Warrior, G?
Yeah, the guy next to me.
All right. Do you get anything for attacks? Is it only on? That's only gets on deads anyways, right?
Yeah.
All right. All right. So 1 skull on him, and he got a black shield, of course.
I was gonna say Sarah's just gonna kill this shit, but this ain't Sarah.
Yeah, Sarah's not here. Are you gonna move, G?
Oh. Let's just go.
Nope.
I have no healing spells left. I have no healing spells. I have no attack spells. So
You do have
I'm
a
sorry,
staff that you
you're
can attack.
useless.
You can attack diagonally with, though.
yeah, it's
Why aren't you attacking?
because the chance of hitting is pretty slim.
You
Pussy.
could stand up right next to me, and I guarantee you he will probably hit me. You could still
Because
hit
you can
him.
attack diagonally.
Yeah.
He can't attack. Yeah, he can't attack back diagonally. Justin can attack diagonally, but the Chaos Warriors can't hit him
Yeah,
back
that's what
unless
I'm
they
saying.
move
I don't know what
first.
he-
Yeah.
He's just turning invisible in the hallway.
He's literally standing there just
Well,
cycling
that
through
was
all
as
of his
far. That was
spells. It's
also
like,
as far as I could get. Yeah.
yeah, you did roll a
Sounds
4.
like-
Yeah.
This really sounds like Pogo.
Well, but remember, he could just move to the side and attack me. I mean, I can still. I'll do it. I don't
Yeah,
give
he
a shit.
totally can. He could definitely move
Yeah.
and attack. Yeah. That's actually why I moved him around the corner of the other one in the first
So
place
like
to go after the wizard, thinking that the wizard is the weakest character.
If he gets 4 attacks and I get my 1 roll or 2 rolls on defense and I don't get a shield, I don't know. I have a chance of getting fucked up pretty bad. But I'm gonna do it. I'll do it for 1 turn. Oh, is that my turn?
Yeah.
Oh, well, shit.
Ben's got healing stuff, right?
Yeah.
right.
Then one of you has a potion also. Who about a potion?
Yeah, potions are accessible. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just try to attack him with my
Can
with
we
my
give
staff.
them
Hey.
some?
Hey, let's see if he rolls 4 and doesn't yet. See, told you.
Wow.
No.
I swear, this whole fucking game, I think I rolled like maybe 1 black shield the whole time until all of a sudden this one fight.
All right. my turn?
These guys.
Can we give the potion to someone else?
Yeah, you can. As long as you can see them, you can give it to them on your turn.
But those potions are 200
As an
fucking
action?
gold.
The,
Let's just
no,
leave.
it's a free action on your turn to give somebody a potion, but you can't do it when they're dying. Like it basically, so say for example, right now, if the Chaos Warrior hit Justin and killed him, you couldn't give him the potion. Then you'd have to have done it on your turn beforehand.
Yeah.
But if you have a potion, you can just drink it. Like instead of literally, if
he's
you're about to
not
die,
gonna-
you have one.
He's not gonna kill me, but I'm not gonna be able to do anything after this turn. So
The other one.
You'll be
yeah,
fine.
sorry.
I got this shit.
sure.
Two on the cleric G. Roll 2 defense, or roll your defense G.
Oh,
There's 2
shit.
skulls against
Sorry.
Ben.
I
You're
thought
fine.
it was my turn.
Yeah, there's 2 Chaos Warrior attacks.
Okay.
I'll just
1
keep
shield,
that
so
behind it.
one damage to Ben. Oh wait, white shields count as. No,
White
it's
shield.
black shield. Black shields count as white shields for UG.
No,
No,
they're
it's only undead. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Ben's down to 2 hit points. All right. Now it's the rogue's turn.
Alright, so I'll just keep the one that I rolled, so 2 skulls.
Okay. 4 defense. Hey, finally,
Finally.
he is dead.
Boom.
You gonna move?
Do-do-do-do.
Let's see how far I can get.
Anywhere. Fucking anywhere.
Yeah,
I mean-
pretty much anywhere.
Yeah, we'll try. I'm assuming they're gonna get there before me, but we're gonna try.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stand right there.
Right. And that will bring us to the dwarf.
I will check for traps.
All right. There are no traps in this room.
Damn it! What a waste of a turn.
I know. I feel that way all the time.
Are you standing? Are you standing right next to the door? Because you can stand right next to the door, and then it'll make it easier to get out.
It's
Yeah. Do you
good
want to
enough.
move into the door? Move into the spot
No,
blocking the door?
I'm fine.
Okay. Honestly, once you guys, if you do what you're going to do in this room, there's no other threats in the place anyways. So you guys can, we'll just call it
We're
there.
just gonna
basically.
murder hobo our way through the whole fucking thing.
Well, it's already empty. This is literally
Yeah.
the last
Nothing
room.
left to
So
murder.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Uh,
find some treasure.
Kill each other.
There you go. Turn it into PvP. What you doing, G?
Who gets there first?
I'm running for it.
I mean, it's prime for him. He can literally walk in and be like, "I'm gonna find the treasure."
Treasure search.
You can search for treasure. Ben did get to it first, technically.
Yeah.
In the chest,
No.
there are 3 daggers and 100 gold.
I should have just taken the last one and been like, "Skip the."
Yeah, so I mean, if there, exactly. Well, if there had been a trap, you would have triggered it. But you can search for treasures. But keep that in mind. You can. It's just a risk. So, and if it is a trap, you don't get the treasure. Like the trap would fire, your turn would end, and so on. So, but anyways, in this case, Ben got the daggers and the 100 gold. There you go, G. I've put them in your inventory now.
Sweet.
All right, that makes it's the wizard's turn.
I'm just gonna go ahead and cast my. Actually, fuck it. I still have 4 hit points. Let's see if I can reach this guy.
What guy?
There's 1 dude left.
Yeah, there's still 1 Chaos Warrior alive.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ben just ran
I'm
away
gonna
from
go-
him and searched the
I'm
treasure.
gonna go attack him
Yeah.
with my 1 dice.
I thought they were all done.
Hey, Justin actually hit him with a staff. Nice. He
Take
has-
that, Chaos
he has
Warrior.
2 hit points left. Okay, and it is actually his turn now. And
Oh,
I mean, and Justin is the only one in the hallway. This is not me trying to kill Justin's characters.
Oh, the chances.
And no skulls.
Yeah, so I'm
Bring you
fine.
back, don't worry.
These
just go.
traumas haven't healed
Just-
yet.
Just run, just leave. I'm gonna just walk through this fucking wall. I've got my 1 last spell. I'm just gonna go. Woot.
5.
Or yeah, you did.
Hit this dude.
Okay.
Hey, 2 skulls. That's really good.
And no black, and that's it. That means 2
one
damage.
black.
He is
He got
dead.
1 black, but yeah.
Oh, shit, he did. No, shit, you're right. Sorry. That was 1. That looked like skull, white shield, skull.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 damage to him. Dwarf.
Oh no, that's
You
two.
become. Oh, dwarf can't get up to him.
No.
She can go through.
It says when attacking, treat any black shields rolled as if they are white skulls. Oh no, that was his.
That was for your attack, not his
That's for
defense.
yours.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Never
Yeah.
mind.
Oh, you can attack. Can you get all the way
Yeah,
up there?
yeah, she
Cool.
made it all the way up. Yeah. 1 skull.
Get him.
No black shields.
Oh wait.
He is
Yeah.
dead.
Yes.
Well, he's dead. That's it. You guys.
We got all the treasure.
Yeah, you guys. Can try to run out. It is
Oh, yeah,
150.
is there killing the last guy bonus?
I mean, it's not the bonus for killing the last guy, but it is the quest finished. You guys all successfully escaping. It is 150. The quest reward was 150 gold for everybody.
Oh shit.
So I will.
Each?
Yep, 150 each.
Ooh.
By the way, since I don't use weapons, can you buy spells? We'll figure this out next time. But do you buy spells also, or what?
No, there isn't any spells to buy. There are spell scrolls technically, but that wouldn't be super useful for you necessarily.
So what is since I can't really buy weapons and I can't really use
well, you're technically okay. So here's the thing: the stuff for the wizard is the most expensive by far, and it's like later on. It's basically what happens is every time you guys go back to the armory, there's a random chance for it to have a single artifact for each time, and the stuff for the wizard is a wizard staff and a like a cloak of protection and shit like that, like stuff that only the wizard can use, but they're very expensive.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I just have to save my gold.
That's kind of like both for the generally for the starting game was the barbarian and the wizard both wanted to save as much money as they could to buy the super expensive stuff like plate armor and the wizardy stuff. So, anyways,
I think the only thing the rogue can get is the helmet, because I can't get a shield.
you can use chainmail. So you could use the chainmail, the helmet, and then a longsword and a crossbow. Would be the main. Those would be the main things you would probably want, but.
Does the crossbow work diagonally?
I think it's line of sight. Here, so the quest is over. I already added the gold for everybody. Back at the armory here, you guys can click on him now. By the way, that carousel thing in the top left, by the way, guys, if you ever want to just minimize it, basically, you see the button to the left of it that looks like a carousel. You click that, and it'll highlight it or it'll minimize it. But then you can click back on Oval and look through the inventory now if you want. You don't need it. I mean, you guys can shop now if you want to, but we can just call it here. It doesn't matter. But at least this way you can see what you can use.
So how can you tell?
BTW, the little
okay.
flag never really worked for me again to be able to see rules or anything. I don't know if that's important, but
It worked for everybody, but not for Leah, though, right? Everybody else, you guys were able to see it.
it was
Yeah,
at the beginning when we had the main picture up, but then as soon as we brought up the merchant area,
okay, it's because the page wasn't active then. All right, that makes sense then, Leah. I thought it would work otherwise, so I'll need to I'll put it in the journal so that you can actually see them. In fact, actually, you can. That'll work. So top right corner, Leah.
I was able to just Google the rules to the
Sure.
game. and
Yeah,
just
that
do it
works too.
way.
Yeah. Top right corner though, it's all in here too. If you click the little book icon in the top right, this is journal entries, and then there's a section that says instructions. Those are the same things. I just have them linked in the other page. That's all.
Okay. No
There you
worries.
go.
So-
Just that you know.
Yep.
Right.
Thanks.
So crossbow is you cannot shoot a creature that is adjacent to you.
Yeah. So it meaning that if they're
Range
standing next to
only.
you, yeah, that's when you would need to use your longsword or something instead. Yeah.
So I just need a longsword and maybe some chainmail when I'm good.
Well, I mean,
Hey,
longsword and a crossbow both would be good, but either way.
Or a helmet.
I was gonna say I'm willing to I'm willing to throw down since I can't buy anything. I'll throw in some cash for you guys to get better weapons and armor. Just tank you guys up. And
Can I buy this battle axe?
Yeah,
450 gold?
Yeah. If you have 450. But you can't use the shield with the battle axe, but it does give you 4 combat dice.
Keep in mind that was the tutorial level. It's that was the easy, you can't really fail this kind of level. Part of Ben, to be fair here, the majority of the reason that Ben died every time we played this is because he was only playing with one character and I should have been having him control all 4. But it's still a hard game that people die at generally. It's not something that everybody succeeds at.
But when you die, do you come back on the next level?
Yeah. I mean, basically, what happens when you die is that your character, you be done for this quest. Essentially, all your shit falls on the ground. If there are no other players nearby, then your stuff is just gone because monsters steal it, basically. But if somebody else is nearby, they can grab your things, and then you can just start the next level. If people give your stuff back or whatever.
This battle axe. So the little the weights with the numbers beside them again. What are those?
That is the number of dice that you would roll. So for the battle axe, you would get 4 attack dice. And then for the defensive ones, it would be, in addition. So.
Well, remember, that doesn't give you any more.
Oh, yeah, we need to sell all your shit, don't we?
Yeah.
Hang on, let me fucking calculator this shit. Gets so many little things in here. 35, 25, 25. Box of jewels is another 50. And then 2 traps, which is another 50. 185 gold.
Why does it say I have 1,250 gold?
Actually, you know what? If you do that, I'm going to give you the heroic brew, and that'll give you 8 dice rolls on 1 attack. So if you do that, I'll give you the heroic brew. We can figure this out at a different time, though.
Yeah, we don't need to. It's up to you guys. But
we were playing this for
it is. Yeah, we started
3.5
at 7
hours.
Yeah. And we've had long D&D games before, but most of that was, a lot of it anyways was explaining, kind of getting used to stuff.
We have a video chat after this if you feel like attending. You don't have
maybe,
to.
Maybe.
Leah, you're buying the battle axe though?
I mean, actually, if someone else is probably going to be getting this character after me, so.
Well, they would have their own dwarf. This is yours.
Oh,
so.
Then yes, I'd like to buy that battle axe.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, get it. And then, you do that, and if you do get that, I'll give you the heroic brew if we play again, because that'd be a good one.
All right, that is 85 gold left then, Leah, and you have a... Oh, shit, I put the entire stack in your inventory. Whoops. How do I put just 1 in there? That's fine, I'll fix it.
I'll take all the battle axes.
And you can also do this at the beginning.
Hang them around my waist.
Yeah, it's generally you would do this. Yeah, you would do this at the beginning, not at the end. So, all right.
Out of curiosity, do you in the game do you usually read what the next level is going to entail before shopping, or you do shopping and then find out what the next level is?
It doesn't really matter. You could kind of do it either way. Yeah, I mean, there isn't any reason that I wouldn't tell you guys ahead of time. So, basically, you would have an idea if it's, an undead-filled level or something like that, probably.
Got it.
At least the general basics of the level. All right, guys, that was fun. It wasn't too bad.
Fun.
It was a cool game.